Okay.
So,
Yeah, no dragons.
I'll see. Jake told me he might not want to fight the dragon.
Yes.
He might
Because I
not want to
will
get
kill
his character killed.
By me, stabbed in the back.
He doesn't want to die.
You're live, by the way. Just let it know.
Right.
Now when I get my hair stuck in a hair tie.
Welcome
I'll
to
be good.
D&D Stars of the Shattered Skies, our Dungeons & Dragons game where we play a Westmarch style game of D&D run by this guy right up here, Mr. Tom. Take it away.
Hey everybody. So what? Do we remember what happened last time?
Stuff happened.
I got real fucked over, and then Talia fucked everybody over, and then
Who fucked everybody over?
Talia, what's her fucking name again? I mean,
Nandari? Salah?
Oh god damn it!
That's it.
I was so off.
I was thinking of like a different campaign because it's like pretty sure I've had an asshole character named Talia before in a campaign.
Yeah.
Well, she was an asshole this time, so all assholes should just be named Talia.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's one thing we could, so do we need to do a recap, or we all pretty good? We all pretty good.
I think we're good.
All
We're in
right.
this town of creepiness.
We'll get to that. Before we do anything, can everybody just make an intelligence saving throw for me? And I know it seemed a little ham-fisted there to end it, but I was really trying to get to that cliffhanger because it's probably gonna go that way. So.
Intelligence.
Int save. Oh, these are my favorite.
I don't know what I did. Let's see. I'm 13.
Let's see.
Am I the lowest one right now?
Well,
Yeah.
Where's Atlas? Okay, here he is. I know.
Oh, Leah's got to make one too. I forgot. You guys took
Lena,
Leah
I'm
to her
fucking
death.
I want you to be slower of mind than elder.
Who's gonna bang her?
my
God.
Get her.
Can't bang her, she's dead.
You bang her if she's dead. Oh God.
oh no, Atlas.
Not so good.
Okay, Leah did even worse.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I am not the dumbest.
The dumbest.
Highest is only a 15?
I have a +3 to this.
It's
a bad roll.
Welcome to D&D, where when you're good at something, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
the
matter.
dice tell you what you're good at.
You trip and you're bad.
That's amazing.
You tripped and you're bad.
No!
You fell on your head, Atlas. That's your 6.
Yeah.
So I think we do a cut. We don't actually pick up exactly where we left off last time. This is one of the times where like the episode starts and you think maybe you like missed an episode because you're like, wait, this is a little different. We cut. Who do we start with? We're gonna do some. Who starts? I think it's gotta be Atlas. Atlas. You blink your eyes a little bit. The last you remember, threatening someone. Something happened. It's a little hazy, but you gotta kind of somebody was doing some bad things against nature.
Yeah.
You're sitting. You look around. You're in a almost like a sort of like a hardwood floored room in a way. You're sitting on a couch. The couch is it's rather fluffy. There's like one window. Other than this, it's just a completely blank, barren room. There's one window at the top that lets in some light. Light's just sort of coming over you like you're a cat basking in the sunlight.
All right.
And you look over, and as you examine the room, in pops a tiefling sitting on a chair. She's sitting in a chair. She's got a clipboard with her and some sort of quill. A small little table comes associated with her. that she like dips her pen in, her quill in.
Did you?
And,
Did you? So did he die and wake up in Dragon Ball Z? Is that what this is? He's being checked into the Snake Way.
Oh my god.
Next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
And he's running for like 20 episodes.
Alice would look across the room at this person writing down. Imagine they have a desk, or are they just sitting in the chair?
She has like a clipboard, and I think
clipboard.
there's a small table.
Yeah,
that has like the inkwell. And
Yeah. When they sit down, Atlas would address this person immediately. Just, good morning.
And I think when she looks up and locks eyes, you kind of recognize this person. This is the person you weren't too happy with the other day. As we see Nisha looking back up at you, I think for a second you see her hands, you just see bone instead of like fleshy fingers. And she's like, "Good morning, Atlas. How are you doing today?"
Am I still angry at this person? Do I recognize that I'm angry at this person?
You recognize and you remember your anger. The exact details are a little hazy right now, but you know you don't like them.
Oh, okay,
it's up
so
to you
I don't
to
like.
decide how much you remember right before this is the person you were upset with.
Okay, excellent. Before we continue on, I do hear a TV in the background. Is there any chance a push to talk could happen?
I'll do that.
Thank you. I super appreciate that.
Blame Brandon. Name it Brandon.
It is Brandon's fault.
It's all good. Just figure push to talk would work better for that. So
Brandon
yeah,
will pay for this.
yeah, Brandon. I just hung out with a guy named Brandon. It's fine. Anyway, yeah. So I don't. Atlas. I will say good morning and then notice that who this is, and I'll just go, So what's going on? Seems like a little odd. How did I get here?
Oh, just standard protocol. After the little incident in the library. Just wondering, just had a few questions for you.
Incident. Now, wait a minute. Before you ask any
Yes,
questions,
go on.
I can't help but skip the feeling that you did something wrong. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't quite. There's some
The whole time you're talking,
animosity.
she's writing stuff down. She's like, something wrong. Oh yes, I'm curious. What is that? What wrongness has been committed?
No, I can't quite remember what, but it pertained to you in particular. What was your name?
My name is Nisha Sorrow. I am the Archmage of this area I call my home. Well, I am one of many Nisha Sorrows here. The other, I'm sure you had one run-in with another one of me. I know sometimes we're a little harsh in the way we act, but I was just, I really appreciate you sitting down with me today and having this conversation.
All right. What questions you got?
Well, while we were just peering through your mind, we discovered something.
Whoa! Let's step it back just a little bit. Peering through my mind?
Yes. While you were briefly unconscious, we did have to do a full scan of your brain.
I don't remember giving anyone permission to do something like that to me.
Well, you see, we do practice ethical behaviors here. I actually had an old friend who, after he passed away, I found many of his ethical papers. Quite the philosopher himself.
Alright.
So,
Okay,
we do believe we have run this through the board of other Nishas, and all the Nishas do agree that looking through your brain was ethical because you couldn't consent to it at the time.
I'm getting a little bit confused. There's a lot of information coming to me at once. You're saying there's more than
Sorry.
one of you?
There are many of us. We all serve different roles. You see, there is a lot of work to be done here, so it would be much better, I guess, more efficient if there were more of me.
All right. Wait, I had companions. Where are my friends?
They're doing just fine. Don't worry. I'll be talking to them soon.
I would like to see them.
In fact, I actually won't be. The other ninjas are talking to them right now.
Is it possible that I could see them?
In a moment, when we're done here, you will be returned to your friends. And I agree to that. Again, we are very ethical here. We would not take you away from your friends.
Can I make an insight
we
person?
wouldn't do anything that will harm. Yeah, you can make an insight roll.
I want to go for just a little bit of insight here in the situation.
20. What are you trying to glean?
Aggression, non-aggression. Like, should I be worried? Is this like, oh, your friends are fine, they're being tortured in the other room? Like, does this person have any form of like? Can I tell that they're like sweating underneath their words?
She seems like, the place it's going pretty well. This is kind of like if you've ever been consented to a study at like a hospital or anything, or you've done one at like school where they're just like
consent to this one.
Yeah, you didn't consent to this. This is somebody just kind of going through the routine. They seem pretty genuine. They don't think they will cause any harm to you or your friends.
Oh, all right. I think Atlas understands the situation. All right. Ask your questions quickly. I want to get back to seeing where my friends are.
Yes, of course. So, while we were looking over your brain, obviously we've noticed that thoughts are often what people say and what they think are very different things. So it's important to get the whole story here. We noticed you had some peculiar information, something regarding some sort of observatory, something about I don't know, maybe a look at the stars. You seem to be a very wise person that we might have not originally picked up on. And I guess we're a little interested in your background in astrology.
I'm an astronomer, yeah. Whatever you people call it.
Astronomy, astrology, whatever. We figured that would be the better word for you. But if you go astronomer, we very much appreciate that here.
Astronomer.
I don't really care what your sign is, more so about the actual stars. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, we were wondering, while going through, remember, we couldn't quite get everything. About a certain observatory where it seemed you acquired a particular set of information about the stars themselves and what may have happened before. We were wondering if you knew the whereabouts exactly of that location.
I can't remember.
That is a shame. Are you sure you can't remember?
It probably has something to do with why you couldn't find the information. You see, I don't really hold on to certain places. I hold on more to the stars and where they are. And they tend to move a lot, so, actually, it's us moving, so it's quite interesting. But the exact location would depend, upon the day, upon the time, upon the season. And I can tell you that... I remember the moment you're talking about, and it's a little fuzzy, similar to how last couple of minutes of my life feel a little bit fuzzy. So,
sorry about that. Is a small side effect that the fuzziness should fade
fine.
over time.
It's fine. I'm sure it will. So I'll recollect exactly what I'm doing here and everything that's happened thus far. But unfortunately, I don't think I can help you in learning more about that. Must be why you couldn't find it in the first place. Old noggin can't hold everything.
That is true. That would explain a lot there. Do you remember this person you met there? Were they a good person, bad person? What would you say you know?
Well, I meet a lot of different people in good and bad perspective more than anything. And he just trambles on a little bit.
Oh my God.
Dances around.
And everything's just, very interesting. All right. So, your friends you are with, are there any you don't trust or any that you feel may be a detriment to the group?
Oh no. Kelder. No.
Uh-oh.
No, don't rat Kelder out. No.
Kind of a funny little question to ask. May I request what this pertains to in your little clipboard?
Oh, we're simply building a profile of you as we speak. For the next phase of the trial.
I believe that everybody has their different attributes that they are born with and that they develop over a very long time. I've only known these people for a short amount of time, so I can't say I've seen all their different stars. That would be probably more up to your own, I imagine, perception on them and your own little study. I myself, I don't think I can give you much clarity there.
Oh, thank you so much for your response. Is there anything you need, by the way, while you're here, other than your friends? You will return to them shortly.
I could use a glass of water.
Oh, sure thing. And she like snaps, and you get a glass of water. It's a tall glass for a tall boy.
Well, I thank you very kindly for that. How long before I can see my friends?
Just in a matter. It'll seem like it's just a matter of moments before you see them.
Good.
But just one last question we have, and then you will be able to see your friends. We were wondering if you were interested in taking part in a more in-depth study, where maybe we could have some sort of. Well, this will be paid. You will be compensated in some way. For us to simply sort of link you up with our mental web we have. It'll give you great access to a lot of our information. All that we ask for in exchange is that anything you learn will also be added to our database.
Well, that sounds like a very fancy opportunity. One that I think a lot of people would not pass up. My guess, the way that you framed it, it's not required, correct? This is simply a request.
100% optional. You feel free to say no. This is not. I know the situation is rough. I don't mean to pressure you into this in any sort of.
No pressure at all, friend. Though the request is quite tempting and has, I imagine, many possibilities, many doors that could open up to me. I believe that in the state I am right now, I would like to keep on my own path. For myself. My information freely to give, of course. But I don't know how I feel about your request or your suggestion.
That's fine. That's what you don't need to justify. You are entitled to your opinion, and once again, this is completely optional. If you know anybody else who may be interested in this, or you change your mind in the future, you will know where to come back.
I will keep that in mind. Do you have a card or anything, something for me to reference back to help others?
Yes, sure thing. And she pulls out a piece of paper and scribbles something on it and reaches over. She's not sitting that far away, and she hands it over to you.
I take it and I say, "Excellent. I found a wizard who's looking for some well of knowledge. This will be for them."
Oh yes, any wizards that they for sure would be well accepted here.
I fold it
and
pocket it.
Yeah, it's just like a business card, right? It's like Nijisaro number 3264.
Oh yeah.
And then and then it's Grave of the Omniscient. It's got a little it's got fun little I don't know because business cards always a lot of them they try and have some little gimmick to them. What's the little gimmick on this business card?
Some bony stuff maybe because
it's got some good texture to it. It's got it comes out like a credit card almost, but bones.
I pocket it.
As soon as you pocket it, you just blink, and you are at the tavern where we left off, and you don't really remember that conversation at all.
So me pop up. It's like, why my head's so fuzzy this morning? I can't remember nothing. I have a weird dream, and I just.
And then we it goes to commercial. Comes back. Earlier we see you sitting in the same sort of room, on a couch, right? Light coming in.
What color is the couch?
Couch is I'm tempted to say black, but we're gonna go with a.
I was gonna say what color, what material?
We go with a purple and ivory.
Oh, good, very good. That's a safe choice.
It's a black leather couch against a blank gray wall.
Oh man,
and,
I didn't sign up for this. I think we better shut the stream down real quick before we get into this roleplay here.
All right, we're out.
Oh, I hear you're gonna get a ton of money for this, right?
So You look and you see Nisha. What was your saving? You did great. Yeah, you remember this person exactly. You see her sitting there. She's like, so how are you doing? Thank you so much for sitting down with me this morning.
You're sure being very cordial.
Yes. We try and be nice to our guests here.
Guests, yes, guests. Of course. What are you doing exactly?
Oh, I just wondered.
Where am I?
Time for. Oh, you are in a small pocket dimension right now. You will be returned back to your normal plane temporarily with your friends.
Pocket dimension?
Yes.
What is the meaning of this? And why am I here alone?
We just had a few questions. Things that these can be kind of personal questions, and we know some people don't feel comfortable answering these in front of their friends.
Oh, great. So you're not going to get a lot of information out of me today, then, it sounds like.
All right. Well, you are entitled to tell us what you feel. We will let you know. There may be a small prize. We might we'll put your name into a raffle with all of the contestants at the end, and you will have the chance to win a $25 gift card TGI Fridays. Not just.
What the hell is TGI Fridays, and where are my friends?
It's a pretty mediocre place. It's not even priced that well. But it's something.
Are you saying it's just a knockoff Applebee's?
Yes, essentially. Although Applebee's is pretty bad too. It might be a little better than Applebee's actually.
Damn. I should get on Yelp and read some reviews.
I'd recommend. I've left a few. You should check them out. No. She's like, yes. So I just wondered if you a few things about you. Obviously, we did some mental probing earlier while you were out.
Yes, I understand that.
Thank you. And we were wondering how much you know about your heritage, your Azamar heritage.
Am I restrained currently?
No, you are free to do whatever you want.
Well, considering the way we met, I'm really not interested in giving you any information.
Completely understand. I will let you know the more cooperative you are, the easier things will go in the future for the next phase of the study.
Do you want to be a little less vague? And we can start with telling me where my friends are, actually.
Your friends are going through a very similar experience. They are being interviewed by my other copies as we speak. Or my copies of them. I don't really know anymore.
And what was your name exactly?
My name is Nisha.
So is Nisha like a middle name? Is your first name Am?
No, my first name is Nisha.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm. We were just wondering, as far as your Azamar heritage goes, do you have any blood relationship to one Korobaga or Amaya?
I don't recognize either of those names.
All right, perfect. We were just wondering. Obviously, Azamars are quite rare to come by. Were you born here on this mortal plane, or are you from heaven itself?
You know, I think we're done here. Actually, you can go ahead and send me to my friends now.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me before? I understand that you don't want to communicate with us. I guess it's perfectly understandable. I could answer any questions if you'd like.
Goodbye.
Okay. Well, also, before I am obligated, or else I wouldn't be doing my job, to tell you about one more completely optional opportunity you have. And do you just stonewall her?
Click.
Yeah. She's like,
this is a sales pitch at the end of the call.
Thank you so much, and good luck. And you blink your eyes, and you're in the tavern. You remember that conversation for the most part. As you sit in the tavern, you hear the guy, "Oh, welcome to Oakhurst. Welcome, oh yeah."
Hey,
you got a big, like, I think you got a big, like,
is there like a posse here? Is it like full, or is it
as you sit in like this kind of small tavern? There might be a couple other people in here other than your friends. Your friends are all there too. And then we jump over. We cut away. Before we get to that scene, and we cut to Orlith. You're sitting on a couch. You know the routine. Don't forget about push to talk before we get going.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're talk. Another tiefling, which she doesn't look that different from you. I think she's a little more purple. You're more blue.
Are we related?
I don't know.
All
Probably
tieflings
not.
are related.
All tieflings are related.
Obviously.
She sits there. She's like, "Hi, Orlith. Thank you so much for sitting down with me this morning. How are you doing?"
I'm okay. I'm breathing. That's good.
That's good. That's good. I remember when I had to breathe. It's quite the inconvenience at times, but it can be quite fulfilling in the sense that you are fulfilling your lungs with air.
Well, yeah.
So while we were doing a short mental survey of you while you were out, you seem to have a very strong faith to a certain goddess. I was wondering if you'd tell me about it a little bit.
My goddess, my only Ash Kilgore. She is my motivation of trying not to be fearful of death, even though it's scary. And with her guidance, I can always be picked up and get another chance in life. She gives me hope because I was a mistake, so she gives me a chance not to feel like a mistake.
Gotcha. So what brought you to faith instead of something along the lines of trying to seize your own destiny and I guess transcending death itself through your own means instead of that of another being, I guess?
Well, I am not that powerful, and I get into accidents quite often, and I try to avoid issues, but every single time I try, somebody dies. So, last were my parents, so this time I'm just sticking with somebody bigger and much more capable of healing, and Ash Kilgore, she's a lovely one, beautiful, thank you goddess. I know she'll get me.
You did choose a winning horse, I'll tell you that, at least. That's You know, Orlith, you remind me of somebody. A young me.
No way. Really?
Yes. I grew up afraid of death too, until one day I started studying necromancy itself too, and I found a way to actually confront my fear, and I guess I'm no longer worried about death itself. So just so you know, there are other paths other than Ash Kilgore.
But I like my path of Ash Kilgore. Yes.
That's true.
I do.
What has Ash Kilgore done for you so far?
Well, once I've fallen down and I thought I was dead, but then I saw the light and she brought me back up.
Interesting.
Yes.
What if somebody could help you so you never fell down again?
Ooh.
Well, that would be helpful, but I just I've been in clubs before, calls before. You know, I'm done with.
I believe you're in a cult right now too.
Maybe. Sure. Yes, it's a cult. Yeah, it's a cult. Yeah, the caves and everything is
Totally.
quite. It's a giveaway. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I guess not to beat around the bush. I'd like to be a little more, trying to get the most out of my time and the time we have together here. I guess it's a somewhat experimental process of, I guess, looking at your frame. You have been, I guess, not so lucky with a sickly body, maybe something a little frail, a little unfortunate compared to some of your other colleagues. We do have a rebuilding approach. If you want, we could make you stronger than ever, maybe even stronger than any of them.
Ooh.
How do you feel about that, Orlith?
Like, it would be nice not to be so dependent on others, but I'm learning to accept myself, even though I sometimes hate myself when I look in the mirror.
it's important to accept and love yourself, but also to recognize that there is always room for improvement.
That's why I played the saxophone. I can always learn on that sucker. Two
What
songs.
a beautiful instrument. 2 songs. Wow. Well, all we ask, if you ever change your mind, we can apply some enhancements to you. The process may take some time. Out of character, I'd let you re-roll your stats, but roll 5d6 and take 3 instead of 4d6.
Oh my god.
She just takes. They take a liking to you. They're like, oh, you're like me. And they're like, so all that. But I guess the only other thing we'd have to offer you, to let you know about the process, is by undergoing it, you would become another phylactery for Nisha herself. So you would be. I guess your fates would be entwined together. If she were to die, there's a chance she could overtake your body and become you instead.
Well, I had a brother who was a stillborn. I don't want to have another connection like that ever again.
I understand. Or if you are strong enough, you could overcome it and be good for yourself. But I don't mean to pressure you on anything. One last question for you. I guess 2 more questions. Sorry, this is running a little late. I understand as a part of Ash being such a staunch follower of Ash Kilgorn, I was wondering if there is a certain, a certain tome that your church may have, and if you would be compensated, of course, if you could provide it to us. It would be known as the Reaper's Tome. It was, and she pulls out, she's a thick, big, black leather-bound book. Requires many old rituals.
Oh, it went missing from our city. We never saw it again.
I know that's not true. We did probe your mind, as we said.
Can you answer some of my questions then?
Yes, of course.
Where are my friends?
They are undergoing the same procedure as you. You will see them shortly.
I need somebody to hold on to. I need Atlas, please.
She puts her hands out.
If you would like, we can transport Atlas here for you to hold on to. He will not be conscious, but you can hold on to him.
Oh my god!
Should anything bad happen, he will regain consciousness.
What the fuck?
How can you be questioning him if he's unconscious?
I will not be questioning him. He is being questioned separately. When his questioning is done, we can teleport him here. He won't remember any of it.
Okay.
Would you like that?
No, let him remember. Like, that's just sucks. No.
Okay.
They're just gonna straight up roofie Atlas.
Well, again, if you change your mind, if you would like to bring us the tome, obviously we are not going to hunt you down or anything. We understand. Everybody, we are a ethical, well-oiled machine.
Well, that's
Let's murder you.
We have to answer
Thanks for
to
special.
the IRB. We all know how it's such a pain in research, how getting studies through the IRB can be, except the IRB is just made up of other ninjas.
It's like the Rick and Morty thing, the place where they go to. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, other than that, we have one other offer for you. In exchange for, I guess, access to our stores of information. You would just have to submit your own to it. Obviously, we are not intrusive. There's no mind control or any of that matter taking over. We just needed access to your thoughts and memories. And in exchange, I'm sure we could come to some kind of deal. If that sounds at all interesting, if not, feel free to decline, and I'll return you to your friends and a conscious Atlas.
I will kindly decline. Thank you for your time, and I would like to go to my friends now, please.
Thank you, Orlith. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Agreed.
And when you snap, you don't remember. So, Orlith, you don't exactly remember everything about this conversation. But you know their conversation happened from when you were in the library.
Yeah.
In the tavern, and you kind of remember. You remember something about bringing a tome back here.
Why would they bring the book Where
And,
am I? What
And
the?
you're in the tavern. You hear the welcome to Oakhurst. All right, and you got the nice warm bowl of stew in front of you. It's you see it's a dimly lit tavern. But as far as the inside, it's a bright sunny day on the outside. I think there's a window where you look out the window and there's just like green fields. I think you can see like some corn growing in the background.
Atlas!
Sunny day. And Atlas is right next to you.
Ah!
And as you go to hug him, we cut away again.
As we get blue balled as the viewer over and over.
Calder, you are same ordeal. You're sitting in this fun room. You're sitting on the couch. Your kid's sitting next to you. You know, his feet don't quite touch the ground, so they're like kicking in the air.
I do that wake up, that startle wake up. You're like, and like as if you fell asleep, feeling like you're falling. So I do the.
Calder, thank you so much for sitting down with me this morning.
What? Oh.
So,
What?
I was just wondering, I just had a few questions for you.
I got a few questions for you.
All right, you can go first if you'd like.
Where am I?
You're currently in a pocket dimension where we are just going to have a quick interview with you. You'll be returned to your friends shortly. I understand it seems to be a common theme for all of you, so I'm just going to answer this right now. Your friends are going through a similar process. And
They've added it to the script.
I see here that I have to.
They're going through a similar process. They're all healthy and hale and hearty, and you'll see them soon. If they're really your friends, though, that's the better question, I guess. But we can get to that later.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Oh, why? What? Interview? Is that
yes,
a question?
interview. So an interview is when I was going to sit down with you and ask you a series of questions. While it may not be traditional, you may also ask me questions and interview me during this whole process as well.
Oh. Okay.
Yes.
So you're not angry.
Why would I be angry?
I don't know, but you were very harsh with both the words and the hands and the books and the.
I think you met my colleague, Nisha.
I'm Nisha.
There's a few of us.
How many?
That's a good question. I don't think I even know the answer to that one.
Oh my god.
And they're all in pocket dimensions?
Yes. This is just a think of it like your pocket, but we're in your pocket. Except your pocket.
I open my pocket and I look in.
There's a hole in the bottom because he hasn't changed his pants in 3 weeks.
Okay, so we're in my pocket.
Listen, all you need to know is it's some sort of magical place that there is no escape from.
That's comforting, I guess.
So, Kelder, we did a little, I guess, brainstorming while you were out in your brain, and we looked through. Kelder, you have a lot of guilt in you. You have a lot. Kelder, you've lived a very interesting life.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Did you have any other questions for us? I know I jumped into my part.
I'm confused. Okay. No.
It is quite confusing.
Okay. What did happen to my brain?
Your brain is fine. We simply looked in it. I guess we opened your brain up like a book and read through it, and put it back
in my pocket. Okay.
So, Kelder,
is that what all the other books in the one library are? They're all the brains of the bite brains, and then they have arms.
Those are separate. We keep these. I guess our patient records a little more locked up for patient confidentiality reasons, of course, as we are bound by our review board. They need to be kept in a room that has. They need to be kept double locked, as in there must be a lock either 2 locks to get to the room, or a lock on the records themselves, and then another one to get into there. This is kind of real.
That's in your pocket.
Yes, my pockets are great. Don't worry about pockets anymore, Kelder.
Okay.
He's still stuck in the pocket.
Kelder's getting this, okay? Okay, so then and then after the interview, then my brain is cut open.
No, your brain was never, it was metaphorically cut open. Your brain, we just used magic to read your mind, essentially. Sorry, we could be a little verbose sometimes.
What?
You think?
Okay. So. Then why questions?
Well, it's a good way to get the whole story. You see, what some people say and what people think are often very different things. In fact, what they're thinking can be changed by certain circumstances and their opinions on things very quickly. So, I guess we just wanted your perspective, Kelder, and to ask you some questions.
Wait, you want my perspective?
Yes. I know you are very perceptive, but we also want to know your perspective.
No one.
So, Kelder, are the people you're traveling with actually your friends?
Will they get killed if I say no?
No, nothing will happen, and they will not know anything. Oh, they will not know any of this patient. Client confidentiality.
That Atlas guy is not that bad. He's okay.
I agree. While he was very mean to the other Nisha, we do think Atlas is a pretty great person.
Well, to
and
be
he
fair,
can do a lot of good things.
Another
royal
Nisha was not very nice to us, at least. And then I show him my arm again, and I was like, at least their little handprint.
I'm sure she had her reasons.
My God.
We're sorry for any lasting injuries that may have caused, but our methods are approved by our IRB, our Institutional Review Board. Any complaints should be filed with them. A group of Nishas will look over your case and rule on it.
A little biased.
So,
is that it? Okay.
A group of Nishas will consider your case and then throw it out.
Bureaucracy.
As then they discuss the ethical quandaries, but in the end,
we are not
it all to
so.
be ethical.
This was mostly just a warm-up question to sort of open you up a little bit.
Oh,
We're
okay.
mainly
Well,
curious
I'm
about
warmed up.
something that's been going on, but we haven't really seen much of lately. You seem to have some sort of unnatural hunger, similar to that of a vampire or other beast, to suck on emotions and other feelings. We were wondering if you could tell us a little bit about that.
When people feel stuff, I get hungry.
Gotcha. Would you tell me, are you hungry now? We could provide you a subject for you to feast on temporarily.
Wait, this is a trap. And then my stomach growls. I'm like, ugh.
All you need to do is say the word, and we could provide...
I phrased it as a question. Is this a trap?
There is no trick. You are welcome to any food or beverage.
Who would you send for me to feed?
It's an unconscious Atlas.
We every now and then some bandit or other unfortunate non-cooperative individual stumbles across our land. We have a few currently in stasis we would be able to rouse for you. They would not pose any threat to you. We could keep them unconscious.
Definitely not a good guy.
Definitely not a good guy. Atlas appears.
And then Atlas appears before. I don't know if this is right or not, but I'm fucking hungry. Yeah, I'll answer your question. Give me a goddamn meal.
Yeah, you see somebody just appears on the floor asleep. They are just a nondescript person.
I look them over. Are there any weird tattoos or any of that?
Yeah, I think they have some exile tattoos. This is an exile that wandered in here.
And I don't recognize them.
They can make a history roll.
It's your cousin.
It's you. No.
He's letting you roll so you can meta and say that this is possible.
I have no clue who this asshole
Oh
is.
my god!
And you say he's evil, like he's not a good guy.
It's one of the guys we didn't help.
No, he was quite hostile before. And she says, he's not really experiencing any emotions at all right now. He just seems like unconscious, whatever, laying there. So he's not really that tasty.
Yeah, no, I do a sniff. I'm just like, it's not. And
Are you?
Yeah.
Is this not good? Do you have a certain type? Is there a certain?
well, no. Like, you already set emotions. Like, keyword, man. Like that's unconscious.
And then like the scribbling goes even faster.
Yeah.
I think at one point she like picks up another paper and then the quill just keeps going and writing, and she pulls out another quill and it's like writing that one too. And she's like, of course. Let's see what we can do. As the person, you just starts having like these terrible it's like this weird switch where he keeps having like terrifying nightmares to like hilarious dreams to like erotic thoughts to like, it's just this whole mess of like all emotions that they could
Which one is? I'm imagining either erotic thoughts or the terrified are probably the most tasty.
I think the erotic thoughts have to be the most tasty. I think
So
it's
as they're
like
switching
because they're like the hardest.
Spicy.
They're the hardest to create in somebody, right? It's easy to
Yeah.
make somebody afraid, but to make somebody love you, that's even harder.
And so like as it's going through the emotions, I'm like, no, right there.
Oh, all right.
And I'm like, oh my god, I haven't eaten in weeks. Oh, and you know this guy's evil, right? And he's like super evil. And then before I even get the answer, I'm just like doing my little soul suck thing. I bite into his neck, but it's not really to draw blood. It's more to like get right to the emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull them right out. There's like a weird soul suck thing of their
Yeah,
emotions.
and to the
It's
point
very
where all of his
visceral.
emotions just go dead.
Kristen, I have a question for you. Is Kelder a Dementor?
He's becoming one.
Okay, I just need to know.
Slowly over time. If my power increases over time, I want to suddenly be able to fly and all
Perfecto
the robes are
Patronum.
always-
Don't worry, Kelder will
Better
die
get your-
before we get to that part.
Get your Patronuses ready.
Darn it. Okay.
So
Yes, we're working that way.
you eat. She's just like writing stuff down the whole time. You don't see your kid at all during this whole thing. He's just like,
What?
it
And I
doesn't
asked
matter.
about that. I'm like, wait, that's not right.
what's not right?
Fuck, what's my kid's name again? God damn it. I wrote it down.
It'd be like
Samuel.
Kelder. Who is the
No.
one?
I'm like, wait, where's Sammy? Where's Sammy?
Do you mean literally Sammy or your mental imagination of him?
What?
Okay, perfect. She's just-
Ooh, she didn't even wait for a response. Oh.
Don't worry about it. Maybe you were just too preoccupied. And I think as you calm down a little bit, you see him sitting back on the couch, kicking his legs. He's like messing with something in his hands.
Oh.
Got like some wood thing.
Okay, you're right.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Kelder, where did you come across this interesting talent of yours?
I was in a field. There was a bunch of weird dudes, and they were all like doing weird stuff, and it was like a ritual to like people.
Yeah, and I think you see her like look at you, and you feel like a probing in your head. Be like, it's just kind of like, hey, can we like get in here real quick, just to get a better visualization of this? It's like like your doorbell's going off, your mental doorbell. If you open the door or not.
Yeah, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
Like, sure.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank you so much.
shit.
And you're describing. She's like, yes, those are the those are the
And
people
then-
currently residing in
everyone was
Chevalier. Yes.
Yeah, and then they,
Yeah.
well, not the ones that I met, they're dead. But
Ah,
yeah, they were like getting together, and there was some like chanting, and then there was like stuff, and then they were like cutting dudes, like they were cutting each other, and this dude And then,
Sounds
like,
like
next thing I knew, I really cared how people thought. I never did before. Like, I really cared how people felt. And
Yes,
then
you
everyone
seem like the
came-
person who feels the least amount. So for you to now feel the most seems quite a big change for you, Kelder.
What?
Perfect. So, Kelder, this is very fascinating. I guess how long have you had this affliction?
Just a couple of weeks, and I get real hungry, like, cause I don't know, like, it doesn't feel right? Like, it feels
Right.
wrong. Like, it feels not right.
Well, Kelder, we're interested in, I guess, seeing this sort of this curse, as you think of it.
Yeah, that's the word.
Develop.
I like that word.
Curse? Okay, we're thinking more of an unexpected talent. We're interested in seeing it develop in somebody, and you seem to already have some idea about it. Is there any way you would be interested in giving this up? Maybe we may have some form of transferring it over to another person.
I can get rid of it.
Yes, yeah, you could get rid of it, and
Cause I haven't drank in weeks.
yes. If you really don't like it, I'm sure we could come to an
I
agreement.
don't like it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect. So that would lead into one last question we have for you. Is we are always trying to grow our resources, our knowledge base here, in exchange for maybe trying to, I guess, extract this curse from you. We would just need access to any new thoughts and images that come into your brain until you depart this mortal plane.
Wait, but okay, but you don't need to take my brain out.
No, your brain can stay intact. You won't have to visit here. It will all be done magically transferred over to our database.
And then I can drink again,
Yes, you can drink to your heart's content.
like before.
Perfect.
And then people don't look like Sammy.
Yes.
Like Sammy stays Sammy.
That we can't guarantee. That there's something else going on there.
What?
Your little mishaps do not seem to be some part of the curse. It seems to be something else going on completely.
Okay. Well then, that's okay. Well, I just want this gone. I want it gone. Whatever it takes, gone.
Yes, perfect. We will get right on that.
I go to like start to shake your hand. I'm like, yeah, and I go to like do the shake. No, but as soon as you reach out, I'm like, oh no, not this time.
And when you pull away, she goes, too slow?
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
Oh
We're
my
funny.
god.
Perfect. Well,
Oh my
we'll have to see your friends. This may take a little bit of time, so please bear with. Please, we expect that this whole process may take anywhere from 5 to 10 seconds. We're sorry for the delay. We usually like to be a little more prompt than that.
Okay, sweet.
Perfect. Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh god, am I gonna die right here, right now?
No.
Because my constitution is
It's
0!
over for you.
16.
Oh.
16. So she says that, and you blink, you look, and you're at the tavern. You hear, "Welcome to Oakhurst, everybody. How are y'all doing?" And let's change the music a little bit. Let's get some happy music in here. As you're sitting at a table. There's no fire in the hearth, but it's warm enough here. You have a nice big bowl of stew, like a potato stew in front of you, and a big old tall glass of ale to the side.
Oh, I reach for that ale!
Oh,
I'm gonna take a sip.
oh, it's the best tasting shit you've ever drank in your life.
Oh, I chugged the
don't
shit
know if
out of
it's
this ale!
Actually that
I'm like-
great, or just because you haven't been able to drink in like 3 weeks.
I push away the stew, I chug the ale, and then I slam it on the table. I'm like, I need another!
Oh, that's what I like to see. That's some energy. Oh, welcome.
Yes.
You're kind of appreciated here, buddy. And yeah, you're all conscious. Orlith, you've grabbed Atlas. What do you do? As the bartender left the table. He's going back, presumably to get another drink for.
I remember nothing, Atlas. Like, they're so good that they want a poker. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, it hurts.
Yeah, Calder, you what was your save?
12.
12.
Yes.
You don't really remember that. You just know. You remember you don't have this problem anymore.
Okay. Okay.
And
Good.
you know
So
that
do I have to change my drinking habit then?
the problem with
Okay.
Sammy isn't related to the curse. That's what you
Sweet.
remember. And yeah, you guys are sitting in this tavern. There's maybe like 4 or 5 other patrons sitting at other tables. As you're just sitting around.
Okay, we're accounted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's Leah? Is Leah
Oh yeah,
here?
Leah's also there. She's like, "Hey, how are you guys doing?"
It hurts.
Okay.
How about you?
You gonna drink that? You gonna drink that right?
I'm doing great. Calder, you're asking for a drink?
Yes.
She's like, she slides it over.
Okay.
She's got a big smile on her face.
How much do I remember with a 15?
You remember all of it. You remember everything.
So I'm giving weird looks to everyone, like,
I cannot. I just everything's so buzzing. I don't even drink. I don't know what's going on.
The cops are coming. Bad boys, bad boys.
oh no, who brought the
No.
5-star to the tavern? Come on.
Oh, standing somewhere else. How did I get here?
You're telling me that none of you remember anything that just happened?
What?
Uh,
Oh,
Pockets. I remember a lot about pockets.
hey, you're back.
Oh, and then as you said, not even letting the other people respond, the bartender returns. He's got like 4 drinks, and he like slams them all on the table.
Ah,
And
my
he's
man.
like,
I give him an extra tip. Like,
oh yeah. He's like, oh, thanks there. What are y'all talking about? Pockets?
yeah, they're everywhere.
Ain't that the truth?
It really is looking at everything like it's fake. You know, like you're in a
Yeah.
dollhouse or something. So she's like looking under the bowls and checking out the kegs and pushing it away and just kind of generally, you know.
Everything seems to be in order.
Are there people here other than us?
Yeah, there's you guys, there's the bartender, and like 4 or 5 other people there.
I would like to go to the window and look outside.
Yeah, you look outside, you look across, this is a pretty small town. There's maybe like 6 or 7 other buildings within sight. It's blue skies and green fields as far as you can see, interspersed with, of course, some crop fields. Very much like a summer in Michigan when you go out, drive across the state.
Oh, humid as fuck.
Except not humid. We're gonna, think of late spring or think right now temperature. You know, it's
So-
not that cold. It's good.
It's gonna be a great day.
So cold and humid.
It looks okay outside. Like, I don't know, guys.
I think I need some air.
I don't like it.
Oh, you
What?
want to leave
Your
it so
drink?
soon?
You want one? You gonna drink that then?
You
I
can
don't.
have the rest of mine.
Yes, mine too.
Oh my god! I'm not walking out of here upright. I am gonna be real drunk.
And you get some fresh air. Head's not feeling right.
So have I, as a sorcerer, have I seen shit like this before? Do I understand what's going on? Like, is this an illusion? Is there a way that I can
Give
like
me
roll
just like
Arcana
an
to-
investigation roll, I
Yeah.
guess. Especially if you're looking if it's an illusion, be investigation. I think.
Yeah.
Is that usually an investigation?
Investigation and perception are simply perception is looking for clues, investigation is putting the clues together.
Yeah, I'd say this is you like looking over all of your experience. I mean, everything seems in order. Everything seems to be what it is. Like you touch things, it feels good. You step outside, there's a light breeze that blows your hair slightly. Feels like you are where you are.
Something isn't right.
Where are we? I don't remember
idea.
coming into this
You're in our
town.
curse.
And where's that located on the
Yeah.
continent?
Did this guy follow us outside?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, he's like, no, he's still, he's like,
Hey, yeah.
like the door's open. He's just like, hey, y'all. He's like, we ain't get visitors all too often.
Why not? This
He's
place
really-
is great.
he's-
That's great.
Have you gone
Oh my
down to
God.
the mine?
Hey! What brought y'all
I'm
down
not
here?
even. Irie's not even listening to anything he's saying.
Do
She's
you
like looking him
know-
over.
Like, do we
wanna
walk
walk
in here
around?
by ourselves, or did somebody brought us here? Like, or something fuzzy. I cannot.
We came in a pocket.
I go to Aurelia. Immediately.
Y'all, I believe y'all just strolled into town last night. Y'all got a room here, and
Yeah.
we just got you your breakfast.
Really?
Well, it's a little bit more like a lunch. Y'all slept in a little bit. Yeah, you go over to Aurelia.
I got a hole in my pocket.
Do you say you remember something? What happened?
I remember everything.
How did we get here? Weren't we somewhere else?
I remember how to
I-
drink.
I
You ain't
fill
remember how to drink.
Atlas in on everything, I guess, from the time we arrived in Nisha's tower to the end of the interviews.
Yeah,
I'm starting to remember.
it like makes sense, Atlas. It like what are you saying makes sense, but
It makes sense. I just can't, for the life of me, can't put myself there. I don't know what's happened to us.
Dear mighty Ashkelgorn, if I did something wrong, I'm so sorry. I will always follow you and I'll never betray you.
I know what's gonna happen if you don't have a drink with me. It's gonna be party pooping.
One sec.
oh, I
one
have a drink
sec.
with you, sir. And he like
Yes.
he walks really animated, like he gets his arms up going, and he grabs
I
it
try
and
to
he
imitate
cheers
it,
you.
but I'll fall over a little.
I
Yeah,
see
he
our
already
good
tries
friend Kelder is adjusting well.
Where
Yeah,
do you think
just
we
do
are?
it.
Did we get put somewhere else?
It has to be some kind of alternate plane or something. I don't exactly understand, but I know this isn't.
Are you sure? Sure it's not just
Of
somewhere
course,
else?
I'm sure. Do I look like I'm not sure?
Uh,
I'm the only one that woke up with these memories, I guess.
It just seems so real, like we've been put to somewhere else.
I'm
Well,
sure.
unfortunately, magic can fool the mind quite well.
Well,
Michaela, you're
Did we
muted.
do the push to talk?
Can I please use my spell on the barkeeper, which is detect thoughts?
Yes. Can you put the spell in? It's a big old spell.
Turns out
I
he's
know-
totally empty.
it's
I
just
know there's
hey
some
y'all,
part-
hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all.
He has a limited amount of dialogue on.
Well, hell, yeah, he's a Skyrim NPC. It
God,
sounds like
that's a
all the
lot of-
NPCs in Oblivion. He's got the same voice as like the last 5 guys that you can't quite place it.
You been to the ravine? There's a lot of bad guys there. Go on down and get them.
So you initially learn, without a saving throw, you initially learn the thoughts of the creature, what is most on its mind at the moment.
Oh,
This dude's like, he's really stoked. He's like, man, I got some new people here, people coming from all the way, got all kinds of new stories. They're real. I like this guy here. He's a real enthusiastic man, knows his way around a drink too. And he's that's what you immediately hear.
Can I probe
So,
deeper?
as an action, you can probe deeper.
Yes.
Target must make a wisdom saving throw. Alright.
Oh.
What's your spell DC?
definitely above a 12. Should be waiting out with her.
That's 11.
Oh no! 11?
I'm not charismatic,
It's because your
okay?
stats, isn't it? It's because of the stats.
Because you got like a
That's not-
4.
That was a mistake, okay? That's
Her
what's
stats
happened.
are awful.
Oh.
I'm a weak body and a weak mind in this character.
So
So what
tough.
happens? He knows you try and probe in it. If
Yeah,
is
basically.
that what happens? Okay.
knows his
I think
mind's
he
being
first-
probed.
He's like, listen, I ain't know much about your fancy magic over there, pretty lady. But like, you just ask me anything you need. You don't need to be probing up in my brains.
Don't be probing up in brains.
Do you have a map and show us where we are exactly?
Yes.
Of course, I got a map for you.
Okay, please.
She's like, it's over at the mayor's place, but I guess I don't have a map myself. I
Mayor.
guess I
You should talk to them.
It's fucking Westworld, isn't it?
Mayor's
They're all
got a map.
robots.
We should go talk to them. No, the mayor.
We didn't talk to a mayor. We are
I'd
the
be
people
a little,
needs a voice.
I'll be a little concerned around the mayor though. he recently lost 2 of his children.
Oh.
At least they haven't returned back. Mayor Huckleberry's son and daughter.
Losing kids is the worst, man.
I'm gonna insight check this motherfucker. Is this a story, like, was this planted? Did he come up with this? Or was this, like, can I tell if it's, like, fabricated? He's got a script, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Please?
Yeah, make the insight roll.
Fuck.
Well, you are welcome to make any conclusion you want.
I don't believe anything that comes out of his mouth. Every map is gonna be wrong.
All the clocks are set to
But I
different
roll it too
times. It's
slow.
all
I
like-
don't get it.
I lost kids myself, man.
Oh.
Let's go talk to that mayor. He might need a smile.
Yeah.
Oh, you listen. If anybody can put a smile on his face, I know it's you, my friend. What's your friend? What's your name? I never got it.
Kelder! And I put my
Kelder!
hand out, and then when he goes to touch my hand, I go, ah, Jesus!
Oh, you got me. I fall for it every time. Well, let me know if you need a place to stay. I don't know how long y'all plan on staying in town, but you're welcome here.
Thank you very much. I looked at everybody. Let's go to the mayor's office, and I'm gonna lead them. I'm gonna lead them to a secluded place. I don't even care about the mayor's office. I just want to get everybody away from other people right now.
Find a crop circle or something.
Just like a
Yeah,
corner.
so the town itself is just like a few buildings. There's of course going to be like, I don't know, like at least like 40 yards between every building. All the buildings are pretty spread out.
I want to get privacy, if possible.
But yeah, you can definitely go. What that also means is there's really not a lot of people who live here.
Okay, that's fine.
So you go away from any windows or out prying eyes. I think you see you see somebody out working the fields.
See anybody? Nobody follow us?
You guys, I think you're in like a stable. I think there might be a stable attached to the tavern with like a couple cows in it.
Looks good to me, unless those cows are polymorphed.
All right.
They look at you and they stand up with their halberds and they go move.
No.
They attack.
This
No.
Diablo
Nice
one.
try, Tom. There is no cow level.
I'm like, ah, you got me.
No
yeah.
cows, please.
So seeing that we're basically alone, Alice will look to Orlith and very drunk Kelder. Oh no, Orlith, listen, all right? Really,
I stole
remember?
the bowl. Like, I didn't mean to steal it, but I have the bowl of stew, and I'm just, like, eating it sloppily as we're talking. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
He would have told you just bring the bowl back when you're done.
Oh,
with it.
yeah, this guy's the best.
He
Yeah.
looks and Kelder's obviously just slammed, right?
Oh my god, slammed and hungies.
Like that.
I'm gonna need you to not be this, and I immediately just touch him on the head and cast Lesser Restoration, and you are no longer drunk.
Oh. I was gonna say Kelder has the poisoned condition, but
It's gone.
Not anymore.
I immediately sober you up. Kelder, listen, we need you to just be... You can get all the drinks you want once we figure this out, okay?
Come on, man, you're ruining all my fun.
Listen, I'm not having a whole lot of fun right now. I don't think any of us are. We're in a predicament here.
Yep.
You know the best part here, though, is I can't even tell. I'm sorry. You're upset. Okay.
I need just a
Um,
little bit of clarity
what
from
predicament
all
are
of
we
us.
on?
This place,
known.
is it real? None of this is real.
This feels real, and I take a bite of stew. I'm like, this tastes real.
It tastes pretty real.
It's very convincing. But our current situation is that I think, and if Aurelia is correct, she seems to have retained most of her memories. We were
Memories of what?
where we were before. We were talking to somebody.
Wait.
What's her name?
Did you not?
Yeah, we were in a library.
Yes, the library.
She was worried. She didn't
It
want
is-
to work with her anymore.
Yeah, this person has taken us here against our will, probed our minds against our will, apparently, according to Aurelia, had some form of interview or something, and placed us
Who
here.
would want to probe her mind? And I point to Aurelia. No, Ilia. God damn it.
Orla?
Our name's
Leah?
Leah?
Orlith.
You talking to Michaela or me?
Or
Michaela.
Yeah, that's
Like, who would want to probe her mind?
what. Hey.
Let's not. It's just as whatever the situation, we have all been taken in one way or another, I believe. And we need to figure this out. I think that we're stuck in some kind of trap. Like a puzzle or something, I'm not sure.
A bubble.
Alternate dimension.
Why would she want to trap us?
Because she wants to learn about us. Alright? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't like being a test subject. I want...
Well, is there a way to prove that this is a trap?
No.
I feel like you're all worried about nothing.
But I think it's better to be more
Come on,
cautious
Kelder.
here, Kelder, than carefree. We are obviously being manipulated in one way or another. Now, my memories have been taken from me. I don't know about the rest of you, but I don't take kindly to being messed with in my head.
Yep.
I think we need to figure out what's going on here. Play along, which means if you want to drink, go for it, but try to maybe not go all the way. We need to figure out what's going on here.
So if we are in a little trap, what did you call it? Something?
A trap is fine.
Alright, so if we are in a trap, and this whole town's in on it,
Yes.
how do we get out? We could just walk out of the city.
I think that that's not going to be that simple. We need to play the game to see an exit.
Well, do the game have rules?
Well, there's this mayor individual. They're missing their children. What do we do for a living? We help people. We're runners. They probably want to see us do that.
And yet, help people's a general term.
Yeah, we know you're not
help people
helping
to
anyone.
help ourselves, whatever you do it for. We all have our own
I like
reasons,
your
but
attitude.
if we play along, we might be able to see more and learn more along with them, learning more about us. But maybe we can get ahead.
Wait, we don't want them to learn about us, or are we okay with them learning?
They're going to learn something about us.
Okay.
But we can learn about them at the same time. More about what this place is, what's going on, how we can get out. At first, we should play the game until we see a weakness.
Play the game. Still weakness. I hear you. I'll play
So,
the game
Tom,
if
what
it
do you
involves
all think?
strength.
When we were in the tavern, did we see anyone that we could possibly identify as other adventurers?
A wizard in the corner with a crystal ball.
Nobody else looked like they had, like, I guess, adventuring stuff on.
So no
Like,
one looked
weapons,
suspicious,
really.
like they had also been dropped here and brainwashed.
Yeah, you seem to be, everybody else seemed to just be going about like it's a normal day.
So why would they put us together
They found
and not
us
with
together.
anyone else?
Well,
They found us together, but that doesn't mean they separated us for the interviews. Why would they put us back together?
Or maybe we
they
just
wanna
got dropped
see
off
something.
back in a random city, and it's no big deal.
Fat chance, Kelder.
I'm not saying that that's not what's happening, but until we rule that out completely, I think we should stay
What are they
cautious.
trying to learn about us?
Well, we're like hamsters maybe right now, like a new pet, a new toy.
They asked you questions, Aurelia, you remember?
They asked me questions, but I didn't offer any answers.
I don't
Well, what
remember
questions
if
did
they
they
talked
ask?
to me.
They tried to ask me about my heritage.
Trying to learn something.
Kind of cut them off after that. I really wasn't going to have any of it.
I remember they wanted my book. Well, not my book, but
Okay.
What
Being
book?
dropped in a random city with essentially people who are essentially strangers to each other, what could they have possibly learned? Let's just like think through this. I feel like paranoia is getting the best of you guys.
Leah chimes in. She's like, "I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember a single thing."
I know, but I don't either. I have no idea, but in any case, I feel like I can't help but feel something fishy's going on. Headaches won't go away.
Something fishy is going on, whether you feel it or not. Kelder
Or
can be
something
blissfully
fishy
ignorant and drink his
went
life
on.
away, but that doesn't change
Well, I'm
the
not
situation
gonna
that
live
we're
in
in.
paranoia, okay? This is finally the best that I've felt in a
Of
long
all the
time.
people to talk to me about paranoia, it's
Can-
you, Kelder?
Look, I wasn't paranoid, I was just suspicious of
Weren't
everyone
you
around
just
me.
being
There's a
hunted?
difference.
And nearly got us all killed?
But I was actually being hunted, I wasn't paranoid. Like, you saw it, that was real, right? Like, people attacked me.
Maybe you're not paranoid, but you should be.
No,
Leah leans over to
guess that's
Orlith and says, "So do you think they're gonna like make out later, or what's going on here?"
I would not want to see that. No.
I don't either. I just she just like
Like-
laughs.
Really, Kelda,
Okay.
stop arguing. Just
Fine.
if Kelda wants to have a good time, then we're not of the authority to tell him not to. But
Well, then he can stay at the tavern.
he can if he wants to. But
I'll stay in a warm bed. That's fine.
Yeah.
This is the nicest place I've probably seen in a long time.
All right. Well, why don't we just leave again? What's wrong with leaving the city?
How can you guarantee that we leave and we find another place? We could just wind up going in a circle and coming back. This is a pocket
Well, then
dimension. There are no
If
answers
we
to that.
do it, then we'll know that
And
we're
then-
in a pocket
And we're back
dimension.
here. And yeah, exactly. We'll know that we are in one.
So we're going to waste our time learning what we already know.
But
We
if
don't already know.
well, that's not true. We're simply eliminating any chance of doubt. And I believe
Wait,
that's
are you
the
agreeing
best.
with me, Atlas?
Am I? I
I
think
get
I
that.
am. These headaches are really getting to me, but yeah, it sounds like clarity. We should
Speaking of
eliminate
headaches.
all of the possibilities.
Suddenly I have one.
He pulls the drink up. All right, I'm not gonna waste another lesson restoration on anybody else here. I think we should do a little bit of probing ourselves. Maybe talk to this mayor, see what the boundaries of this place really are, and if there are any, and learn what we can of this Oakhurst, the old man called it.
Well, Orlith, you have the ability to read people's thoughts, correct?
yeah, that's right.
Shouldn't we do that? Shouldn't we? Well, yeah, you try.
I am not
Maybe-
that great.
Maybe we can.
Hey, I suck at what I do. Hey.
I look cute doing it though. Yeah.
Well, we can attempt to interrogate the mayor and determine exactly what his thoughts are.
Maybe he likes saxophones. Yes.
Oh my god.
Maybe I do need a drink or 5.
Here you go. I got a flask right here.
I'm
Here,
not
go
gonna
get your
drink.
mad attitude
Alright.
gone.
I'm not gonna drink out of your crusty flask.
I mean, I haven't touched it in weeks, and then I drank a little. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is better than it was.
Oh yeah, that's way better. You now know that ale you were drinking before is kind of crap. compared to what you just
God.
did. It was just like you hadn't had a drink in like a couple weeks, so you were losing it.
Oh my
This
god.
is the stuff, man. This is the stuff.
So do you head off? Do you guys head off to see the mayor?
Thinking so.
All
Pay
right.
no
Well,
attention to the mayor behind the curtain.
Do we want to take
Well, as you guys start to depart the stables, I think we take our little break.
Perfect. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. Those hanging out with us in chat, we will be right back. You'll see a little timer. When that hits 0, we will return. Talk to you soon. Bye.
soup?
We
you
are
guys
back.
fine.
Get,
You
get-
guys are in
Brandon,
Oakhurst.
are you hungry?
We're in
Yeah, Brandon, what the
Oakhurst.
fuck? So, we cut to you guys walking across to the mayor's abode, which I'm sure you were pointed to before. I think on your way across, you get some waves by a couple random people. They're like, "Oh, howdy, friends,"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't approach you, but they acknowledge your existence.
Just give us slight wave.
Yeah, just come to the building. The building itself is it might be the biggest building, but it's still think like I don't know, think just like your average house size. There's probably a second story. There's probably the only building here that has a second story. But other than that, it's a normal sized building. There's a door. There's like a knocker on the front of it. As you guys arrive.
As we approach it, I think Alice will go, "Could somebody else do the talking?" Her head just
fine,
doesn't
I
stop
got this.
hurting.
Oh no. Oh no.
I do the knocker.
Do you want me to cast a spell now? Like, do I have to do it now when he opens the door immediately so we get a fresh perspective, or what do you want?
I mean, we have to reiterate why we're here. We want to learn more about the town and where we are, and we need a map. And also, his children are missing. Probably bring that up very cautiously, very gently.
Hey, your kids are dead.
Not
Yes.
like that. No.
To the point.
I'm already having nightmares.
So, do you cast the spell? So, just so you know, Michaela, you cast the spell on yourself, and then it lasts for a minute, and for that minute, you can pick people out and read their minds.
Okay. So probably already a minute has passed since we had that conversation. Okay, I'll do it one
So you
more
have to
time.
cast it again.
Yeah, I have
It'll be
to
your
rush
second
Yeah,
level spell.
Yeah.
So, you
I
can
will
have
tell-
it by the time. Yeah.
I will tell the when I trigger it.
Okay.
So we can...
Yeah, you guys, Kelder, you said you knocked on the door?
Yep.
Yeah, you knock. And somebody comes in and opens the door. It's, seems like sort of a young kid. They're like, hello? What can we do
Hey,
for
kid.
you here? Hey.
We're new to town, and we were hoping to get a little meeting with the mayor to get some info. I turned to you guys and I'm like, I'm great with kids. I'm good with them. Hey, you! Yeah.
Well, the mayor, he's kind of upset right now, but I could see if he'll see you. Is there?
Okay, well then hurry. Go hurry, kid.
Tell him,
All right.
Tell him we can help him maybe find his kids. Yes.
Okay. And then he like runs off. You wait a little bit. You hear like footsteps coming back to the door on the other side of it. The door opens up and there's a short, probably like 5 foot tall human man. He's got a big white mustache. He's about as round as he is tall. And he's like, you can see his head, like his eyes are like just super red, and he's got like the like tear marks down his cheeks. He's like, well, hello there. I heard you could help me. Tell me, who are you?
Kelder is the name. Kelder. I haven't used my
Kelder.
last name in a very long time.
Silently
Kelder
judging Kelder,
Rhaegar.
like, behind him.
Kelder Rhaegar's the name.
Kelder, how can you help me? My children, they gone missing.
How long ago?
Well, maybe a couple weeks. They went exploring the ruins nearby here, about a mile
Ruins.
off.
I turn around to you guys. I'm like, ruins.
You get a thumbs up and probably the fakest smile you would have seen on Atlas, because he's just like trying to pull past these headaches. And he's just like,
So,
I'd
In
offer.
order to get to these ruins, we're gonna need a map, though, of the area.
Oh yeah. I can show you my map. I can't give you. You see, it's the only map in town. Maps are
Why
quite
do you have only one map? Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Okay.
Small town.
Nope, it's cool. Cool. I'll
It's
just
the
redraw
most-
your map
Oh,
crudely on
you're
my
welcome.
own paper.
you're welcome to draw your own.
Okay, and then how long have you been made? Like, as I kind of do that, like stepping in around, even though it might be considered a bit rude.
Mhm.
Inviting yourself in.
Make a persuasion roll for these other ancillary questions.
I'm very persuasive, guys.
Yeah, he's very much like, but really though, listen, I offer you, my kids, they have a signet ring for a family on them. If I offer you 150 gold for each ring, if they're not, and he just starts crying again, and he's like,
Whoa,
if they're not
whoa,
alive,
What if they are alive? How much you offering me then?
Do you need a
I
house?
give you, I'll give you whatever you need if you bring me back my kids.
Sweet. Okay.
Money's not an issue.
Sweet.
What are the names?
Well, one's Tommy,
Tommy.
and the other is one Jezebel.
All right. Tell me just.
It's like, and he brings you, he takes you guys inside, and there's a map, like I guess like framed on a wall.
Is it?
There's a nice map.
Yeah. Is it what we know? Like, does it look different, or does it look like we usually see?
It's like make like a nature roll.
Did we get the mayor's name?
Mayor Huckleberry.
Oh yeah.
We can make a nature roll looking at it. 21.
21?
Wow.
It's good.
Yeah, it looks like it looks pretty similar. It looks like about the same as you'd expect. You're actually where it shows you on the map is where you'd expect to be on the map.
Guys. There's
Not
definitely
where-
no...
You look a little northwest of the library, I guess. Where you guess. And it's just of the surrounding area. It's not of like the world. Especially maps in these days for such a small town, they probably don't have any.
Yep.
Yeah, most people in this age, or at least most medieval people, never go more than like a day's travel from where they're born, like their whole life. They're pretty much around wherever they're born. Indefinitely.
It's like they don't have teleport or something. That's weird.
So yeah, he's like, if you could just, I'm sorry. And he like pulls out, he's got like this white handkerchief, and he like blows his nose into, and huge piles of snot falling out of it. Right? He's like, I'm sorry. I just missed them so much.
Ruins, you say?
Yeah, there's this old. It used to be an old fort down about a mile west of here. There's a chasm down, and they went to go exploring, looking for valuables.
Bless you.
Thank you. I suppose they might be there.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's been some goblins coming from there, but
Goblins. All
they've
right.
never been hostile to us.
Oh. Well, I look to Kelder, and I'm just like for like the lead, like we are Kelder.
Yeah, we're not hostile at all. As a matter of fact, we're so not hostile. We got what we want in information, and we're ready to go.
Oh well, Godspeed.
Whoa! But
Oh.
we're not. Why you cutting me off, man? I lean into Atlas. I'm like, what do you want, dude?
I will use my spell now to try to read his thoughts.
Okay.
I'll wait for that.
So his immediate surface thoughts. So when you cast the spell, it's a whole thing. So I could just assume that he's distracted, so he's not noticing. You cast it when he's not looking or whatever. You don't. Just so you know, in the future, it might be hard to hide, but this guy's too distraught to care right now. His immediate thoughts are like, "Oh man, I hope these people can get my kids back. Oh man, I've missed it ever since their mom passed away. They're all I got in this world."
I put. Oh, is Michaela talking?
No, I was like, should I probe him? But I don't know how because I have such low charisma.
Just trying to go.
There's about a 50-50 shot.
I mean, you're straight up gambling. So,
as Kelder asks me what he wants, I just put my hand on his shoulder. I go, "Thank you, Kelder. I appreciate you taking the lead on this. I'm just gonna you're fine." And I just sort of push him aside like he doesn't have to do anything more. And I look to Aurelio like, "Do you want to maybe represent?"
represent.
And he looks over the mayor. It's like, "We are an adventuring group of individuals who like to help people in need for usually
You're like the Guardians of the Galaxy, just a band of assholes.
a form of pay is usually expected, but in this situation, we have taken a particular interest in your suffering right now. And you say there are some ruins nearby a fort where your children have gone missing. Now, do you have any other details? Anything maybe important? You said they had some signet rings. You gave us their names. They were just going down there to play, or how old are we talking?
No,
After Atlas stops talking, you just kind of see Aurelia from the back.
No, they're about y'all's age. They're in their 20s. And when he says that, he looks at Orleth, and he's like, they're adventurers too.
Explorers.
Money.
Very interesting.
I know, you're actually like 52, right?
45, I think.
45.
Dang.
So they entered this keep and you haven't seen them since. Alright, well. And you say it's a mile on the road and there's goblins there.
Yeah, there might be.
Non-hostile though?
Well, they don't attack the town. We've traded with the goblins before.
So non-hostile.
Trades always go strangely.
Strangely
What do you
how?
trade?
Well, every planting season, they come with some seeds to plant for a special kind of tree. They say, "I'll grow a magic tree for us." And well, we paid up a few times and we plant these seeds, the trees start growing, and one day it just off and disappears. Every time this happened for the past 4 years or so. Tree gets about yay high, and he like holds his hand up. It's about like 2 feet tall. It's like, it gets about that tall, and then the tree just vanished in the night.
Maybe
Like vanishes as in gets dug up by a bunch of goblins?
It just disappears.
Or perhaps
Oh,
you might
okay.
have wilted.
I wouldn't be surprised if the goblins were trying to steal back what they sold us.
Well,
Why for 4 years you take this deal?
I mean, it's 50 gold for the, and as you can see, and he like gestures around, I am a wealthy man. It's worth the economic risk.
well,
What is he thinking right now?
I think we have most of the.
So he's pretty much thinking what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's like, I think I guess they need what they need. I guess they need the full picture if they're gonna do a good job. Like,
Well, I want to be very clear with you. We are definitely adventurers, as you have surmised, similar to your children. But we're here on very strange circumstances, of which we don't exactly have the tools to explain right now. Let's say we go to the ruins. We help your children. Would you be willing to help us?
of course,
With that
anything.
money. With
Anything.
that money.
We will help you with the money. You
And
do
perhaps
it,
some
you-
other
You'd be a
things.
hero. You'd be the heroes of Oakhurst. We'll
Well,
Whatever. We'll name a week. We'll name a month after you.
I don't know if that's
Sweet.
necessary, but I think your help and
Elderberry.
assistance would be very valuable to us.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Keldarch.
I wanna lean forward. What was the name? I keep forgetting. I need to write it down right now.
Huckleberry.
No, not Huckleberry. Who is the person who interviewed us?
Nisha?
Nija. Nija.
Do you know who? Before we go, there's one question. If you
Of course.
You'll
Of
have me.
course.
do you know anyone by the name of Nisha?
He just kind of like cocks his head. He's like, ain't heard of that. It's some kind of fancy name.
Forget about it.
Let's
It's
start
just
at the end of the minute.
just a question.
You want to probe deeper?
Yes, now.
Oh,
Let me do it.
yeah.
He is utterly confused. He's like, I don't know.
We've learned.
He's like, I have no idea who this Nisha is.
I did something.
You did something that didn't involve chucking a stone.
Yay!
We will look into your missing children and get back to you as soon as possible. Head to those ruins and see if we can find anything unusual, and then we'll report back to you if we find them or anything for that matter.
Oh, I appreciate y'all are angels sent from above, surely.
That would just be her, but and I pointed her
Tell
earlier.
Denver. Tell
But,
Denver.
the rest of us are definitely pleasant people, I can promise you that. So, well, I believe this is where we part
20.
ways.
Oh, thank you so much. And he goes to give you a hug, but he's like 5 feet, so he like grabs onto your leg.
As if about to hug me.
He's
I don't
like another
get it.
aura.
Doesn't
He's
matter.
like, oh,
Oh
thank
my
you so
God.
much, sir.
I guess
Yeah.
everybody likes fur.
So fluffy, I'm gonna die.
He's like, God, best of luck, soldier.
All right. Let's go. Pull the party out.
You depart out?
Guys, I think he doesn't know anything about Nisha. At least he looks so confused.
Well,
He thought confused.
all right. That's good. Were you using some
Alright,
sort of
that
magic
was-
there?
He could have been also manipulative.
No,
We
were
cannot
you?
remember what happened. I don't know.
I was
tried.
asking if you were using magic, but
Oh, yes, that was.
Oh,
I
alright.
tried. I did
Well.
something.
good. We know then that he knows nothing.
Yeah, and that map seemed pretty legit as far as maps go. I don't know where we are, so it wasn't very helpful.
It did seem like we, yeah. Did I get a look at the map? Being the person who literally brought us here.
Yeah. You got this. I'll just give you the same result for Orla. Yeah, it's legit map of the surrounding area. Probably maybe like a 50-mile radius.
Do I recognize some of the locations? Maybe landmarks.
You would be if what screen are you guys? Are you guys still on the map?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with that 21 from Moral, I can tell you, you guys are right. I'm gonna ping it on the map right there. You guys are here.
Maybe we are still in our own world. That map seemed pretty accurate to where we were just recently. Maybe this is that town that we saw on the way in.
It was
Oh.
desolate and there was no one traveling in and out.
It's true. But
I mean, I don't see many people traveling in and out of it right now.
And there were no green places, at least.
it
down
didn't
your
look like
structure.
this. I remember.
Do you remember seeing a place where it was like a perfect big square, maybe like an acre, of green and buildings on it?
Oh, so it was this.
So does it look like a square still? If we're like looking
I mean,
around, being like,
It was like that
Go
green, and then it was like going from like green, awesome, well kept like grass to
To
just
not.
like barren waste.
Can we go
Nice.
to that place to
So-
try to see if that's the same? like,
Where-
I mean, you walk out and it's just green rolling fields as far as.
all right, that tells us that this is not the same place.
We're in Lichland Funny Farm right now.
I'm thinking so.
It's land, funny farm. Population, you guys.
I think that
I mean, let's head to the ruins. How
Exactly.
far was the ruins?
A mile up the road.
We don't
There we
really
go.
have a choice.
I think we need to
I
play
mean, we
along.
could just go
Really?
that way. We could go that way and just avoid the ruins altogether.
We could, but I feel like we might learn more if we play along.
Probably.
Oh my god. You know what's really easy to win the game? Cheating. Let me tell you, kid. When you cheat, it makes it so you're the only winner. So what if we don't play along? We cheat our way through this.
Got any bright ideas?
Walking that way until this land stops and the map is wrong?
Why does that not seem like a bright idea to me?
I don't know, but I come up with plenty of good ideas.
Seems dim.
Is he still drunk?
I am not still drunk, thank you very much.
I think if we... It's not entirely a bad idea, Kilder, but I feel like that's sort of a last resort kind of option. That's what we do when we haven't found any other answers.
Fine,
Let's-
I'll go get drunk so I can tolerate your idea.
Let's keep that in the pocket. Well, it's not exactly my idea. I'll tell the party, if the rest of you believe that we should be doing something else, don't let me boss you all around.
Leah looks up. She's like, I think this place is a sunshine on an otherwise cloudy week for us.
Oh my god.
What? Hearing you, of all people, say that is kind of delightful. Nice
Kelder, she
haircut.
rolled a 4 on her
thank
wisdom
you.
save.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
She's like, obviously
She's like,
something's
"Big
up,
pocket."
but you know, this place isn't that bad.
No, it is not.
Let's
Well, you're
People
welcome
aren't
to stay
actually happy
forever.
here.
Their
Which is
ale is
weird.
terrible.
She gives you like a nod at that. She's like, Why do you think I gave mine up so easily?
I know, right? But it was so good at the moment. Like, I was so thirsty.
What do you all think? Should we go to the ruins or should we do something else?
Do we have any other leads? Obviously, the ruins is really the only one we've ever heard.
Let's just stick together, go to the ruins, see if we can maybe talk to some goblins.
Are there any other buildings other than the tavern and the mayor's office?
Yeah,
around here?
there's a general goods store here. There's
it's the
there's a
fucking innkeep. He just
blacksmithing.
appears.
He's like, howdy y'all, how's y'all's day going? How's the mayor?
It's the same guy who just
If you look
teleports
over
to each
here, we
building.
got our general goods.
It's the same guy who just teleports between buildings.
It's
Yeah.
the Dwight fucking meme where he's like, fuck.
He's like, we got that. Other than the general store and the blacksmithy, ain't nothing but a couple of residents.
Where did this guy come from?
I'm not really sure.
I'm from Oakhurst.
You
Oh,
see-
God.
we should go.
Should we gather any
Okay.
further information before we delve into a random ruin in the middle of somewhere that may or may not be real?
Hey, shopkeeper.
You want to go talk to the guy from Oakhurst?
We go to the general store, pick up some supplies.
I think it couldn't hurt to see what
I could always
supplies-
use more whiskey.
Oh no.
Sure you could. To the general store.
To the general store.
You guys go
There
up.
once was a guy in Kipsy.
You guys
Had a
push
bunch of
push
whiskey.
open the double doors of the general store. There's a brief tingling. You hear, hello? We got some visitors here. Anybody? And you see somebody walk out. She's this dwarven lady. About like she's got like a braided red hair back. She
Darn
waves
any
like,
dwarf women. What's going on?
She's got a nice full beard going.
Pop to the holes in the ground.
Wait a
She's
minute.
like, welcome to Oakhurst. I ain't seen y'all around here before. You know, need anything?
God,
Yeah,
we
we're new
came to-
here. What exactly do you carry in this store?
Oh, I got some odds and ends.
Great. Can we have a catalog?
Oh,
I don't really have a catalog. You see, we don't really. Store's mainly for supplies for
Do you have a list?
friends. But well, what do you? Just tell me what you need. I'll see what we got out back for you.
It's hard to say without a list.
Oh,
I need
we
whiskey,
got,
a lot of it. I need to fill 3 flasks full. Here you go.
I got some whiskey. It'll cost you a gold though, if you.
How much resource is it gold?
5.
Not really like.
Not enough.
It's not really like a
There better
comparable.
be some damn good whiskey.
I mean, it's scarce, so.
You got any 10-foot
I got
poles?
resources. I'll pay that.
Yeah, I'll say some of that is like some kind of coin. Toss over. She's got like a. It's maybe like a, I don't know, yay high tall thing. Some decent whiskey.
Fill up what I can.
She's like, there you go. Anything
Great.
else? You guys just looking for drinks? If you need more drinks, they got stuff down at the tavern. I don't know if you've met
No,
We're still
actually,
tourists. Do you know anything about the ruins?
the
No,
ruins.
Claire.
I'd stay away from those ruins. They nothing but bad news.
Like what? Maybe we're explorers. We have to.
There's
find
some
stuff?
goblins that live there. I mean,
Alright.
and she like leaves. She like gets real like brilliant. She's like, Mayor Huckleberry's kids went over to the ruins. It didn't go too well for him, and he's pretty broken up about it.
I lean over to Atlas and I say, I feel like I fell asleep and woke up in a storybook.
Yeah,
No, just kidding.
I'm feeling a similar feeling. We are actually on a quest, rather, for
Oh, our quest, y'all are adventurers.
We are indeed. We're actually.
How may I help my mighty knights today, then?
Do you have any 10-foot poles?
In a general store, unless you're optimally stocked with them 10-foot poles, how many you need?
I'll take 2.
All right. And she disappears back.
It's actually just one 20-foot pole.
Yeah, she comes up with a 20-foot pole and like cracks it over her knee. And
It's
We
like
got tons of these,
no,
all sizes.
it's
they all have like the perforations on every 5 feet.
Yeah.
Can see 'em
How
come-
long of a
It's like
pole.
going to Lowe's. You're just getting the lumber and they cut it on the way out. Yeah.
I want it to be an infinite pole that she pulls out and just cuts, and then it just cuts, and then it's just
You
more.
never see the end of it. And she's like, what? And she hands it off and she pulls the rest more of it back.
You want any 15-foot poles? We have those too.
We got a special on 15-foot poles right now. Buy 2 get one 10-foot pole for free.
No, actually, I need a 13.5.
Oh, sorry, we only do increments of 5 here.
Oh, Jesus.
Unfortunately, we only know number 5 and beyond. 5, 10, 15. I'll take my 2 10-foot poles.
She's like,
Thank-
oh,
Thank
there you go.
Alright.
Y'all need some food for the road?
You know what? We
Yep,
could use some food
absolutely.
for the road.
I feel like I
Some
haven't eaten in months.
Trail rations, perhaps.
Yeah, she'll stock you up. Don't
Feed 'em.
worry about keeping track of your money. You guys got enough.
All right.
Barter. You guys probably barter. Like, yeah, I got this rain thing. I mean,
I
you guys got all kinds of like really interesting. She's like, I ain't seen clothes like that before.
This is getting more and more suspicious, Tom. Just saying.
Dude, I
Go
hope this
from-
like he literally put us back in reality, and you guys are just all freaking out to find out we've been here the entire time.
I know that's the best part. Any chance
Like,
you
so where are y'all from? Y'all up from Capital?
From Bastion?
I ain't ever heard of that place, but I ain't never left this town. Born and raised here in Oakhurst myself.
Has anyone here ever left the town?
I think we're all from Oakhurst, I think. I'm trying to think.
Great, that's comforting.
Yeah. I mean, you know, people ain't moving around. We ain't got none of them fancy magics or anything here.
Do you have any great clubs?
Great club?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what kind of great club? You want an oaken? You want a maple? What kind of
I think Maple's good.
maple? All right, let me see if we got any maple clubs up there. She like goes out and she comes back with like a huge. It's just like a tree trunk that's been like cut essentially. And she's like, "How's this look? This look hefty for you? Y'all want some practice strings?" We
I
got
lean
for
over
ya?
to Aurelia. How much stuff you think she got back there?
Good question.
I take it and say, oh, it feels pretty good. I mean, I'd be willing to use it.
Oh, thanks.
Purchases
Always a pleasure when I put some of my goods to use here, especially for a good cause such as yourselves.
So, are you selling any magical items?
I wish I had that kind of stock. I got none of them fancy magics here. Just what I make and
look
can
sideways
trade
at
with
Atlas.
my own two hands here.
Do you know anyone in town who might have sold some kind of alchemical or arcane goods?
You're gonna have to go, probably, if you're looking for that kind of stuff, head up to Capital. They'll help you up there. They got what you need there.
Capital? What's Capital?
It's a few days journey off. What's Capital? I mean, I ain't never been there myself, but it's where all the people go. Every now and then, somebody's kid heads there say, "Hey, I don't like living in Oakhurst. I'm heading off to Capital." And they head off to Capital.
Interesting.
Did they ever come back?
Kids are so ungrateful. God.
I know, very ungrateful. A couple have, but mainly they just kind of, kids they always want something better than what they want to one up their parents. And you can't listen. I'm never gonna stop somebody from trying to fulfill their dream. All right, if they want to go to Capitol and be some kind of fancy performer or something, more power to them.
Interesting.
Really interesting.
Well, I got everything that I need, and thank you so kindly. If anybody else needs something, I'll be waiting outside.
I'm gonna stroll out with Kelder. Or not Kelder, fuck.
Yeah.
Atlas.
Oh, I'm strolling out with you anyways.
Strolling.
Like, hey, give you a heavy pat on the back. Ah, done here. I got my whiskey. Ah,
You smell like booze.
oh, isn't it great?
Thank you for your time, miss.
Well, thanks. Good luck on your quest. Let me know how it goes.
Okay,
If you're back in town, y'all welcome here as long as you need.
thank you. We appreciate it. I bow down and back away.
Yeah. You block off. Yeah, Leah goes with you, Kelder, and she's like, "Kelder, what happened
Yes?
to you, Kelder? You're doing great today.
I know, aren't I doing great?
Like you're like a whole new person."
It's almost
I
like he's
woke up
in.
on the right side of the sheet. The
The bed?
cot. Bed.
Okay.
Not been in one of those for a while. Can't wait. Yeah.
Hey.
Ugh. It's almost like he's an alcoholic that just got another drink.
Leah just looks at you and
Oh my god.
I don't know. Maybe I like him better that way.
The plan is to go to those ruins. 100%.
That's really we're being shoved that direction. So it's probably.
And there is no way I can talk any of us out of this. Like, we've already extended our entire idea of what this quest was supposed to be to begin with.
What is it that you would like to do, Kilda?
I'd like to go home.
And you plan on just walking there?
It's not like I'm gonna get carried there unless
I
you're
mean,
willing to help me out. And I do one of those
definitely not.
shoulder things, like
No.
It is how
That's
we
what I
got
figured.
here. If Kilda's curiosity needs to be sated, perhaps maybe first before we go to these ruins. I mean, these people have been missing for a few weeks, and I'm not trying to be dour or anything, but chances are we're not coming up with 2 living people in this situation. If we want to go and explore and see what the boundaries of our hypothesis is, then I'm willing to do so.
I mean, we could go in the direction of the ruins and just see if it stays all green and pretty through there.
I'm fine with that.
I just didn't expect you to agree with me. Now I feel kind of weird. This is
Well,
odd.
Kelda, you're a part of the group, and your opinion matters, like any of us do.
Wait, what? What did you say?
Your opinion matters. I respect you.
I Aurelia, I'm like, did you hear that? Matters.
I lean too. Yeah, I'm like, I think they're gonna actually make out.
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Um,
I don't ship it.
I wouldn't either. Kelder's disgusting.
There's no ship here. The ship left.
Gelder's fucking
Left the
corrupt.
second.
It's not
the
a
second
ship.
we
It's more like
saw
a
each other.
little, saving boat. How do you call those suckers?
Actually, the ship never even docked. It just kind of saw and went.
Well, paddle boat.
Oh. Yeah, I mean,
Oh, what
let's,
does the party do?
let's wander. Are we gonna go past the ruin, or should we go wander? Do you want to, like, should we head in the direction of Capital and see if they're lying, or should we just pick a random direction?
Keller seems cool with the ruins, so we're gonna go walk to the ruins, scope them out, and keep going if nothing seems interesting.
Sure.
I think that's the plan.
Is there
There,
potential for an encounter if we go straight to the ruin? Should we
There's
like pick...
always a potential for an encounter.
This is fair. I mean, we'll get shoved on the track anyway.
I
But
could-
what I'm saying is,
I could get
what
one-
I was gonna say and how I was gonna say it.
what I'm saying is,
exactly what I was.
yes, of course, but yeah,
That little guy could pop up right under you at any time. Boo!
of course it can.
The mines!
Oh my god.
Don't go to the mines.
So, heading over to the ruins.
In that direction.
All right. Cool. So.
I don't like that.
I like rolling and not telling you which if I want to roll low or high, right? That's the fun part.
Yeah, he's rolling on the table.
So you head out. It's slightly breezy. There's a couple clouds in the sky, sort of giving you a little rest from this direct sun.
Should put on the light wind.
Oh, is there light wind?
This should be in the weather somewhere, right?
Ooh,
Light
we got some wind. I just have wind. I don't have light wind.
Oh. See, that's nice.
Yeah, it's blowing. Your journey for it's again a mile walk is about 20 minutes. So after about sort of 16 minutes, you see off in the distance, you see a big chasm that spans maybe a mile total. Like if you were to guess, like looking from one end to the other, you see a big chasm in the road ahead of you.
Just a hole?
Just the cat, like it's about. I'll say you're like looking down a little bit. It's about a 30-foot wide gap between the
Wow.
ground. Looks like a big chunk of ground is just missing and taken out.
Missing, or did something crash there? Does it look like cut out, or?
Missing?
You're gonna, do you go a little closer to find out?
I mean, we're walking
Oh
towards
god.
it.
I mean, it's in our way.
We haven't stopped.
Is there a
Yeah,
bridge?
you head there. There looks like what used to be a bridge. You see like two pillars sort of out of the ground, and then like ropes broken, like sort of maybe like some ropes still tied to it. There used to be a bridge here at one point, but it's since. We're gonna change the music to adventuring music.
Yeah, get the adventure music guy.
So you see some ropes, I guess, dangling down off of this into this chasm. The chasm itself goes pretty deep down.
Kitty.
But looking down, the what as you're here, it looks to be some kind of naturally occurring chasm. Maybe there used to be a river here a long time ago, and it just kind of wore it down over time. But looking down, you see some kind of fort down below you in the cavern.
Well, there's a fort. How far down?
How far down? I'd say it's about 60 feet down.
I think we spent
To
all
the
our
bottom of the chasm?
To the bottom of the chasm. 30 feet across, 60 feet down.
They went all the way down there. No wonder they probably got lost. Did we see like any is there maybe a natural way down, or is
Make a
it
perception roll.
is it a full thing?
Oh.
Okay.
I want to look for footprints or something recently.
Yeah,
maybe.
like we're gonna track these. It's been weeks, but maybe something.
I'm going
We
to
should have asked about
help
the
action.
weather.
Help action, Atlas.
Okay.
All right. Atlas, you see, not immediately super close by, down the chasm a little bit, a sandy ledge overlooks a subterranean gulf of darkness to the west. The ledge is wide but rough. Sand, rocky debris, and the bones of small animals cover it. A roughly hewn stairwell zigs and zags down the side of the ledge, descending into darkness.
Looks to be our way down right there.
Darkness at the bottom.
Well, I mean, we're going down. I thought maybe we'd be on land, but I guess we're going under the earth.
And you said you wanted to look for footprints, Orla.
Yeah,
Make a survival check. Or perception, survival, I don't remember. Investigation. Investigation works. Yes, you do see some footprints heading over to the stairwell.
Do they look humanoid or more animalistic?
They look to be humanoid.
Okay, I point out, guys. Definitely somebody went down here. They're
I
humanoid.
want to take
How
a
many?
look around of our surroundings. Is there anything, like anybody watching us, or do I notice any life around
that's
us?
a big thing.
Give me a perception roll.
We're not even paying attention to that. That's a good idea.
Whew. Jesus, Kelder.
Looking around, being by the stairwell, looking around, you don't see anybody above, but down on the stairwell, it looks like maybe there is some dead animal carcass, and around there, every now and then you see what looks to be 3 big ol' rats on the stairs.
Ugh. Watch out for those. They look like they might have rabies. That could be bad. That could be bad right there.
Like small dog size.
Small
Are you
dogs,
asking-
one could say a dire rat.
Oh shit.
Rodents of unusual size? I don't believe they exist.
There's what are they?
They're
They're
dead.
dead.
There's like an
carcasses?
animal carcass there that they're like nibbling on.
Oh, they're alive. I thought these were the carcasses. Okay.
Oh no, they're eating the carcass. Sorry.
What's the carcass of? Is it like a different? It's not a. What is it?
The carcass is like of some. I'm trying to think of like a grassland beast.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't a person.
Antelope.
It's both of his kids. You
No,
found
we
Oh,
found
God.
them. It's not. Did they even come here to look? Like.
Rip. Well, we can go home, I guess. That's it. Pack it up. Case closed.
Oh my god.
them. So what do you do?
Well, the only
You
way
can
is
throw them
down.
off the ledge, like those rats. Like, if you hit them really good, they can fall down and break their necks.
Well, we got a new rope.
The rats are probably like 20 feet below you guys.
I
It's like the staircase
have-
zigs and zags back, and they're like on one of the things.
Where are the?
What if we throw a rock at them?
Could scare them away. I mean, they look like they're distracted.
Okay.
I have some rope.
All right.
Me too.
Where are those? You said there was like the remnants of a bridge nearby.
Yes, like 2 like pillars sticking out of the ground.
Like stone?
And then, like, stone pillars, yeah.
Okay. What, are those far away though from the ledge or what?
Not terribly far away from the ledge. Probably like 40 feet.
I looked.
Or no, like they're on the ledge. 40 feet. You guys are just down the, on the side right now.
I looked to
They're
around.
40 feet away from you. They're still on the ledge.
I looked to around.
Edge of the
You know
ledge.
what to do. It's your rope.
Use. I suppose. There's a reason that bridge fell.
Let me check the stone real quick. I come over and give it a little bit of hefty, like push. Does it have to give?
Give
It's
it a
solid
lick.
stone.
Okay, some solid
It's a
stone.
solid stone.
I pat it.
Might be a little tasty.
What does it taste like? I was just gonna say, that's the other way to tell.
I wiggle my magic fingers. Take a few little rocks off the top. I'll eat a little snack. Seems sturdy enough. It tastes real good.
It's a well-aged stone.
Old bridge for sure. Can I make a history check on this stone?
Stone cutting.
I wish I had
not
stone
dwarf
cutting,
stone cutting. Yeah.
but I do have history, so pretty good.
Yeah.
19. You taste the stone. It tastes great, but you're deciphering the flavors, right? This stone definitely has some sort of artificial flavoring. Maybe it's not as old as it originally tasted.
You know, at first I thought this was
I could
really.
never say that.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So, this tastes real, like good, like aged stone. I mean, that stone's much like wine, where the odor gets more delicious. But this feels as though maybe there's a chance this bridge was made and then maybe made again to like reinforce it. But I'm tasting a little bit of new in here.
Or it was planted.
Like it's not all real.
Or it was planted.
Or it was planted. It's worth noting these things when we find them.
I guess while they're talking, I would start wrapping the hempen rope around one of the stone pillars. How many feet is it away from the edge of the chasm?
Negligible. Don't worry about it in calculating your distance.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If you spend 60 feet of rope, I'll let you get to the bottom.
Yeah, 60 feet. That's fine. So wrap it up, toss it over.
It's I'm not gonna do the when you tie two ropes together,
I'm
you have
sorry.
to calculate how much spread
Actually,
is in the knot.
to the bottom, it's actually 65.6 feet, so you're gonna need about 2 more feet of rope so that you don't fall and take some fall damage. Alright, I'm gonna make sure that we get the you're tying a little too tight at the top, so you actually shaved off about 5 to 10 feet that you can actually. Okay.
Well, luckily you have 420 feet of hempen rope. So.
Nice.
Yeah, get the. So you
Dab dab.
and all of Ed's followers are gone.
No!
So you tie it up. It seems sturdy enough.
I have Atlas check it with his weight.
All right.
Pull on it. See, does it
Pull on it.
hold my weight? I feel like it holds my weight.
Should.
I guess I'll go down first to meet our new friends. And I point at the rats, and I just.
So you guys are avoiding the rats, right?
Yeah.
Going
If they
up
look
the
like,
stairs.
I mean, they look distracted. I feel like we're.
So they're on the stairs. So you guys are just avoiding the stairs completely and taking a rope down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does it go 60 feet? Do you have a 60-foot rope?
That's 60 feet.
All the way down.
So it started from the top. Now you're here. Yeah. Everybody who's gonna be climbing, give me athletics rolls.
Oh, my face.
No
Above average.
Oh, my favorite. Get ready for this sick roll.
Oh. Yeah,
Damn.
y'all are champs. Hand over hand.
Wait, what
All
about
the way hand over hand.
what about our girl?
What about Leah?
Oh, Leah? Shit. I forget she
She's here. You have to. You have to roll.
Athletics.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey!
You're good to go.
Hey.
All set.
So, she gets a 15. The order doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be like, what order do you guys?
Tense
You all-
music would be perfect. Yeah, I'm fucking. Change. No, you're fine.
You know
He
what? We're
does.
just gonna keep the.
He's a good sport,
the
he
wind.
doesn't.
Oh,
As
the
you
wind is
go-
actually just fine. Yeah.
As you go down the wind picks up. You start hearing it howl a little more because you're in the chasm.
The chasm. Yeah, the wind coming down.
So you go down and you are. The narrow stairs empty into a small courtyard. Apparently, the top of what was once a, whoa, that's a word, crenellated battlement. The buried citadel has sunk so far into the earth that the battlement is now level with the surrounding cavern floor. The floor stretches away to the north and south, and is apparently composed of a layer of treacherous, crumbled masonry, which reveals to an unknown depth. To the west looms the surviving structure of what must be the Sunless Citadel. A tower stands on the west side of the courtyard.
Yeah! Get it! Put it up!
Damn.
Put it up! I want to see that picture. Sunless Citadel.
Are we running a campaign in a campaign right now?
Right now, I think that's what's happening.
This is my first D&D experience ever. Was my dad DM'd the and it's still got his notes in here.
That's amazing.
I know we
Hang on
said
to
this
that shit.
before, but I want to make it clear for the stream because I don't know how everybody else is. I have run this adventure like 3 separate times. I have played in this adventure before. I know everything. If Tom goes by the book, I know it. I'm going to be very good about not pointing out anything.
Don't worry. I know what you know.
Good.
So.
I'm expecting changes, which will be really cool.
I was surprised. All I said was Oakhurst, and it was instantly like, oh.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
That's all you had to say, and he was like,
I've read too many pre-gens, but yeah, just letting everybody know that so I don't spoil anything. I will make sure not to do anything bad.
Hmm?
So, what do? You see a door a little bit in front of. So also, because we're gonna go super old school style, I'm gonna move you guys over to a blank hex map, or not hex map.
Yes.
You guys have to draw the dungeon as you go through.
I shouldn't do this because I know exactly. It should be somebody else, please. I'm
gonna make an X for where you guys are right now, right here, and then how do I shift?
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, somebody else draw it.
I'll draw it.
I'm not going to give you guys exact meameasurements. I don't
I
care.
can get my tablet out.
So just draw. I guess you can just use the solid line feature to draw the walls, essentially. You guys can even split it up if one of you wants to draw the walls and one of you wants to draw little add-ons. You can do whatever you want.
I'll do walls. I'll do.
Will this be
direction.
standard north is up kind of situation?
North is up. 5 foot squares.
Yep. Beep, 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 beep.
So, what do? You stand in a crumbling courtyard. A door is 15 feet west of you. The whole area, the courtyard itself, is about a 20-foot square. Door leads into a small tower, which is sunken into the earth.
Is there anything that the kids might have left so to indicate where they might have went?
You could make an
Are we
investigation.
are we at the very east side of the courtyard?
You guys are at the. Yeah, you guys are on the east side of the courtyard.
17 for investigation.
Yeah, sure thing. I got one sec.
I appreciate it. My eyes are just burning off out of my sockets. So if you go in the settings,
It's
just
going.
brown. Yeah, you should be able to change the whole.
Is
background.
that background or is that?
You know what? You keep GMing. I'll do it really quick. Oh, there you go.
Oh shit! It's the same color as the lines. I gotta change the colors of the
different.
lines.
It's like a brown. Yep. There we go.
There we go.
That's much better.
Hey.
Thank you.
Way better.
Yes. So I'm gonna delete my X. So you guys.
Is it a large door?
It is a 5-foot door. Assume doors take up 5 feet.
Okay.
And he said
I
of
was
children.
asking, is it double? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It's just a single door leading in. The door is on the west wall,
Yes.
and you are on the east side, and it is facing the west.
This
So-
is the east wall. You want to move it over?
Oh shit, guys! I don't know directions, guys.
Never eat
okay.
shredded wheat.
I
North,
had
east,
that completely mixed
southwest.
up in my head.
Never
I
eat shredded wheat.
embarrassed.
God, it's like we're in 4th grade.
I know, right? Okay, so that's where we are right now. This is the door right here. You know what? I'm gonna put the door here. There we go. Here's a door. That's
God.
a door. Look
What
how
do
nice
you
that
do?
door is.
That looks good. I like that
Here,
door.
Here, let me grab your guys' tokens.
Oh
actually.
shit! Yeah, put us. I can get me in.
I like that
Oh.
boulder. That is a nice boulder.
I like
Do I
that
have-
boulder. It's a
I'm
nice
you guys all
boulder.
on it. I do.
boulder.
Also, you guys all have a full rest if you guys aren't at full everything.
Well,
you are
shit.
now. Well, shit.
I didn't know that. All right, give me that back. I did waste 1 second level slot earlier.
Yes, except for this. So you are out 1 second level slot. Michaela, you are out 2 second level spells. Let me get you guys all in here. Did I forget Leah?
She should not be
Nope,
hurt.
she's there.
No hurty.
Everybody full health or over full health. Who the fuck is drawing shit? Who made this?
That was an
Made
accident.
this? Ooh, yeah, okay, I'm sure.
Okay. Now I was trying to move my
what do
thing.
you do? Feel free to move your character. When you move your character, that's where your character went.
So
And
as
it's final.
a concerned human, I'm looking for signs of footprints of children, something that the child might leave behind.
Yeah, we're looking for a track.
Because
You
I rolled
see-
17.
You see a trail leading to the door. There are a lot of footprints headed to the door. At some point, the footprints stop. Maybe 10 feet east of the door. The trails, they don't stop, but the trail stops for that 5-foot square and then continues right after it with less footprints.
So something was maybe taken from her and eaten alive. Yes. Oh my.
It's definitely a trail of footprints here.
I'm gonna go up to the door and inspect it.
All right. You make it here, so where the footprints stopped.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That's not the thing you want to hear. I go here. You make it here.
You make it that far.
Come on, reflexes.
Give me a reflex saving throw.
As in a dexterity one, since we're not playing 3rd edition.
Oh shit.
You think we're not playing 3rd edition, Ed.
Oh,
You
but
think
we are.
But we are. So, as you see Kelder nonchalantly just stride towards the door, the ground falls out from beneath you as you fall in a pit trap, Kelder.
No one
And
checked
you
for
take-
I
traps.
like my fall to be slightly
Kelder
delayed
move.
so you can appear on the eyes and then I fall.
You take 1 point of damage.
My ankle.
Oh, I can't do this, guys.
And you fall prone. Whenever you take damage from falling, you go prone. You fall prone, and you look up. You see a couple dead goblin bodies, and then a rat nibbling on one of them, and the rat looks at you. And everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god.
Oh
I want to tell you guys right now,
Oh my
so
god.
I was really young when I first played this, and it wasn't like a big like an RP thing when I did it. We all like, because it was just my brother, my dad, and I. We all had a few characters. I had a character fall in this trap, and we just looked in the trap. I was
Yes.
like, well, he's in the trap. I was like, he's 10 feet into the ground and he can't climb out. My dad's like, no. I'm like, well, I guess we leave him.
Guess
I don't
he's
know how to get him out.
No, we'll come back for you.
I rolled a 0 initiative.
Yeah, you
Oh,
did.
really?
You actually rolled a 0 on your initiative.
Whoa, giant rat striking fast.
Oh my god.
All right, let me get the battle music out real quick.
Giant rat coming right at
Let me
you.
get, what's battle music level 7?
That's the that's probably the highest one. Oh my
All right.
god.
So the rat is in the same square as Kelder. Are dire rats and giant rats the same? Are there no dire rats in 5th edition?
It's
just
giant.
giant rats?
It's giant rats. All
Wow.
things giant have been converted. All things dire are now giant, but like only a couple dires have stayed. Like unique ones.
Elder.
Like wolves and stuff.
This rat lunges at your face. It has advantage because you're prone because you took falling damage.
Oh no.
Oh, initiative's out of order, by the way. You wanna
That's
do
fine.
that?
I just, you know what? There it is.
Damn.
Kelder, you are bitten by the rat for 3 damage as
Oh,
it nibbles on your nose.
Oh no. We hear
Kelder,
Kelder
what
say
do
off.
you do?
Yeah, I'm just like, God damn, get off of me! And then I am going to stab the shit out of a rat. There you go. Get stabbed.
Do you stand up first?
Yes, I stand up first. I'm sorry. I stand up first for
If you don't, it's a
down.
disadvantage. Disadvantage
It's
if
my
you don't.
favorite thing to do. Like, you always assume it, but like, I still gotta like, well, you didn't say.
I want to run up to somebody, go prone, and
get it.
swing my weapon.
Just lay it down.
Just do a baseball slide.
Roll
So I
damage.
get up and I do the stabby
Nice.
this like with my sword and I'm like, oh, fuck you.
Kill this horrible
damage
creature.
is 19.
Holy
Oh,
fuck.
no,
You don't get
10,
sneak
10. I'm
attack.
sorry, not sneak.
Oh,
sorry,
so
10.
just the
10.
dying.
It dies. It
Yeah.
dies.
The music stopped.
The music quit.
That was the perfect time for it to quit. Just
Fight's over. You kill the rat.
Oh my god.
At this point, the 3 rats on the stairs hear this like fall and all that, and they're like looking down at you guys.
no.
I take the rat body and I throw it and I'm like, get the fuck away from me! And then it just plops outside.
Yeah.
Is
You're
it
in a 5-foot hole, or it's a 5-foot square,
Hole.
and then you are 10 feet below where you.
I can throw a carcass of a dumbass rat.
You
10
took
feet.
the rat out of.
I just,
So we see a rat.
Oh!
I just
Oh.
leave it right on the edge of the hole.
Cody, you okay?
I am not okay! That thing bit me and it hurts and I think I have rabies!
I think you did it one worse, but you need help?
Can someone throw me a rope?
I use mine.
Get me the fuck out of this.
Isn't it still tied to a pole? Or did you do the
Does
elven?
anybody else have rope?
Did you do the elven?
I
the
do.
elven trick? Oh,
I'll use my
All
rope.
right, all right. We don't need to make this more
we're
complicated.
gonna leave Kelder. In the... Wait, we
I
gotta
guess
see
we
if
gotta leave him, guys.
We
I guess we gotta leave Kelder.
gotta see if this is where Kelder died.
Yeah, Calder, you are roped, evac from the hole.
Grab his.
You notice now the ground itself, it was a trap. The ground itself, the trap floor, like the trap sprung the two sides of the ground, or the ground is essentially at the ground. I'm not talking right. The floor has fallen down, split in half. You hear the mechanical sounds of it starting to, like, as you get roped back up, of it starts to
shit.
reset the trap.
Oh, get me out of here!
So what did we learn, Kelder?
Rats suck.
That you need to check for traps before you just run off ahead of
I
the
was
group?
planning to on this door. I didn't think they'd preempt me.
Okay.
So yeah,
From where I'm standing, so I move. Okay, so I get out of the trap.
Yeah, let me draw this trap so that we know.
I'm gonna be here. And then I am going to then inspect the ground here. And then move here.
all right.
And do I see anything?
Make a investigation roll. No, actually make a search check, according to the rules of the third.
Okay, then I'm gonna perception this
No.
till you stop being a dick.
I love it.
Oh,
No,
Oh, I
they're
don't
good.
shit.
No!
Stare really
Fine.
carefully at the ground, and then I'm just gonna walk towards it. If there are more traps,
Alright.
it's good. And then
You're
I'm gonna go
fine.
on here,
You're fine.
and I'm
You
going
make it to the door.
I'm gonna go to the door, and I'm gonna put my ear to it, and I'm gonna tap on it.
Yeah.
Do I hear anything?
No, but you do notice the rats are a little more curious than before, and slowly starting to head.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that my perception rolls stand until you say otherwise. So
Don't make any assumptions. Just don't make any assumptions in general.
Well, do you want me to perceive like every new thing?
We'll just use your passive perception, unless you want to take your time.
Okay, then I am going to, and if I don't get anything, I'm gonna try to open the door.
All right. The door creaks open as you push it open.
Oh no.
No traps.
I was gonna say he's gonna get double whammy. He's just gonna get hit with something again.
However, so you open the door into this. So you open it into a big circular room. The circular area is cobbled with cracked granite, upon which sprawl 4 goblins, all apparently slain in combat. As you see these goblins, and then they're just all dead on the ground. They were all apparently dead. One stands with its back against the western wall, the killing spear still skewering it and holding it upright. 3 wooden doors lead off from this area. Above, a hollow tower of loose masonry reaches 30 feet, but the intervening floors and stairs are gone, except for a couple crumbled lunges. So there's a thing above you, and then there's 3 doors. It doesn't really tell you guys where the doors are in the description, but that's fine. So one of the doors is the door you go in. The other one is on the northwest wall, northwest corner, because it's a circle. And then the other one is in the southwest side.
I want to go to the goblins and inspect them. I assume the adventurers are the ones who... Like, Kelder assumes that the adventurers are the ones who killed them, but I'm going to look at them, see if they've got, like, anything special on them at all, if anything got missed.
Yeah. So, it's funny you say that, because investigation reveals... And yes, I know how blatantly you're reading the trial. It's intentional. It's to make it feel like you're not where you're supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It's funny.
Investigation reveals that the 4 goblin bodies are about a month dead, although rats have gnawed at them. The bodies, you notice, are looted of all valuables, though each goblin possesses a short sword. One is still mounted on the wall. He has a spear stabbed through him, and he's being held up against the wall by the spear.
Anyone need a spear? And I grab the spear and I pull it out.
All right. So the body slumps down, and it reveals a deep set of what seems to be some kind of runes in the wall. Does anyone speak Draconic?
Me.
This is on the south side of the wall. This is.
Let me double check. Nope, not me. Forget it.
Not draconic, no.
Unless it's Thieves' Cant. Is it a Draconic Thieves' Cant?
No.
Where are the doors?
So it's a circular room, but we can just do squares to keep it easier. One door is here.
Cool.
And the other is here.
Okay. Just the 2, and then ours that we came through. Okay.
Yep. So, you see these funnel runes there.
Can anyone read that?
I don't know that language.
Me neither.
Well, they definitely been through here. What kind of spear is that you got?
I don't know. I look at it.
Any details?
It's pretty standard spear. Make a
not goblin make though.
Make a history roll.
There we go.
18.
Oh yeah. Okay.
These are a bit shorter than like a human-sized spear. You'd guess these are made also kind of crudely made. Judging by what you saw in town, these are definitely some kind of other crudely made monster weaponry.
Looks like they didn't agree.
Guess not. I imagine these goblins are supposed to be tradesmen of some kind, but these ones are well armed and probably protecting their home or something, huh? They must have come to odds.
Do we know, looking at the bodies, how long they've been dead?
Seems like maybe like a month.
Ooh, Jesus. Okay, so they're pretty well stinky, falling apart.
Yeah, it looked like they got gnawed on by rats and stuff.
So it doesn't look like any, like... Yeah, what kind of footprint action do we have in this sort of big chamber? Like, what's going on with traffic?
Traffic is definitely headed towards the north door.
Okay. But has no one taken the time to, like, clean up these bodies? Are they that old?
They're just kind of laying around there.
So okay.
Either that, or, especially with your history, I'll tell you, sometimes goblins just don't care, right? Goblins are messy creatures. You know, they'll just leave dead people laying around. They're like, whatever. They have the attention span of, like, I don't know, a corgi.
Yeah, I'm sure we've all experienced a goblin. This party has, right?
Insult to corgis.
They're not as cute, though. They're not as cute as corgis.
No, definitely not.
Do we know if goblins are, like, big trap makers, or... Because there was a lot of
Sometimes
goblins at
they
the
make
bottom
some
of this
crude
pit.
traps.
Yeah, because there was goblins at the bottom of this pit. This thing like retracted.
Yes, and by now, so the 3d6 was the number of rounds it took for the trap to reset itself.
Well, it looks like there are several footprints headed toward the north door, but
Well,
is there anything weird about the southwestern door? Does it look like anything? Is it wooden? Is it metal?
Assume they're all wooden doors, unless I say
all
that.
wooden doors? So
Unless I say
inconspicuous.
You're gonna come into stone doors and wooden doors in this here adventure, everybody.
Right.
And then the runes on the south wall here.
I will go to the south and the lower door and I'll just knock on it.
This door here. Move your character where you go.
I go as she's doing that. I'm going to the upper door, but I'm sure she's gonna hit it first. So we'll go with her.
Not with that initiative roll.
You hear nothing from the knock. No response.
Nobody seems to be home. I step away from it, and I would like to use... No, that's a cantrip. If I use a cantrip, I can use it multiple times, yeah?
Yeah.
I would like to use... How is it called?
Thunderclap?
Thunder Wave, it says here.
Thunder Wave is a first level spell. Thunderclap is a cantrip.
That's weird. Okay, give me a second.
Keeling uses Shatter and hits all of her friends. And then the monk fails the dex save every time.
I want to use Thunderclap on the door.
Okay, you
just because.
Blast it, the door rattles. Door seems closed, but door doesn't open.
Oh. Okay.
You need to be careful, you're making a lot of noise.
It's very loud. It's extremely loud.
Well, if nothing knew we were here before, it does now.
Well, better soon than later.
I guess that's right.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
I mean, do you want to go through that one or this one? And then I knock on mine.
On yours? Let me just double check real quick what's in there.
So we're not, as Alice will say, so we're not going for the stealthy approach then. So I'm actually more comfortable.
Do we have a
with
choice now? I
don't
think we have a choice.
I am loud.
Are we really going to be trying to sneak from goblins?
There's no response from either door.
Okay.
I mean, I'll get sneaky. It's fine.
I'll open the door while I'm behind it.
You open the door.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
That the masonry walls of this 20-foot wide hall you see when you open it are in poor repair.
This is a lot more description than I'm used to.
The far end is especially bad, as it has completely collapsed, filling the southern section with rubble. The western wall is in much better shape than the other walls, and it holds a stone door with a rearing dragon carved in relief upon it. The door contains a single keyhole, which is situated in the rearing dragon's open mouth.
I'm not putting my hand in there, no.
How long is the hall? It's 20 foot wide.
The hall is 20 feet wide.
So then it's 20 by 20?
20 feet wide. Yeah, we could do 20 by... Well, it's a rectangle. Let's do, like, 10 feet wide, 20 feet long. What do you do?
It's just a hallway. Is it dark?
It's Orlith looking at it, yeah.
Everything's kind of dark. I'm not gonna worry about the light situation for you guys, but the light itself, but the room itself is rather dark.
Dank.
It's dank.
Dank room.
Okay, let me
I guess
step through.
Elder, do you want to...
Hey!
Guardian.
Okay, you're just gonna walk right into the traps. All right.
I got 17 passive perception.
All right. So, as you step in the room, Kelder, you step
I look
by
around
some nervous rubble,
Oh. Kelder.
and what reaches out to gnaw at your ankles, but a rat in the ruin. And on that, we will cliffhanger.
Oh my god.
Will Kelder overcome the rat? Find out next time
I can't wait.
of the Shattered Sky.
These damn rats!
Holy shit, guys. I'm so pumped.
Yep.
Oh my
God, that's
god.
cool.
Best session ever.
Oh, this is the
Oh my God.
is the best. I love how I love the fucking rat thing. What would step out but a rat? Oh my god. Oh, too
You would
fun.
notice. I will leave you with one thing.
Oh.
Ponder. Kelder, with a 17 passive perception, you should have noticed this rat. But you didn't.
Yeah. Next level rat.
Shoot.
Oh, okay.
Almost like the DCs were very different.
It's one of them there ninja rats.
We're very different editions. Oh my god, Tom. I love you, man. Oh, it's too good. All right,
Right.
friends, let's close out the stream. I am no longer doing my crazy outro. I'm chilling out my stream a little bit for my own relaxation purposes. So this is going to be a hell of a lot more unstructured than my normal spiel. So get ready for it, because it's gonna be just me talking. Thank you.
No
man.
matter morning,
Nope.
noon,
Don't do that.
afternoon,
Chow
brunch, second breakfast.
We're from the future, from the past.
No, I don't want-
Futuristic
No.
past
I
of
love the
future.
outros.
The outro. I'm retiring the outro. Just for my own sanity. I would like to. No, I wouldn't like to. Shut the fuck up, Ed. Thanks, guys. Thank you for playing D&D with me. This was fun. Thank you, Tom, for running it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
for
I would
playing
just
it.
like to thank our amazing host, Ed.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do a.
Amazing cast, guys. Amazing.
Future past, you get it.
Thank you guys. You guys are all the bomb. You know I love Wednesdays. Thank you to anyone who joined us this evening as well or later on. Take care, friends, and have a good night. Bye.
Bye.
I forgot. I'm streaming on Friday. Join me then. Video games. All right. Bye.